All right, Lions fans, sorry for the couple of minutes delay, but we are live. 2023 NFL draft is here, and we are looking at the draft live. And as we talked about yesterday, we are going to hang in here at least for the Lions' first pick. We'll see how we feel after that. And if we feel like coming back in later for the 18th pick, we will, but we're going to enjoy this right here and come in for this first pick. Roger Goodell hasn't come out yet, so the Carolina Panthers are not officially on the clock yet. But it is going to be interesting to see what they do and how this draft gets going. There was a lot of talk about the Panthers possibly not going, not the Panthers, I'm sorry, the Texans possibly not going with a quarterback. So we'll see what happened there. The Panthers, we know, will, and hopefully they know who they're taking. Hopefully they will not draw this out long.
Can you hear me?
But loud and clear. We live, loud and
Okay,
clear.
sorry. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
No worries,
I had
no
some
worries. I
technical
was just
difficulties
sitting
with
here
my mic.
talking about the fact that we know that the Panthers are going to take a quarterback. Hopefully, after Roger Goodell comes out, it's a quick, quick pick, and they don't, really drag it out, and then we can get on to the Texans, and the closer that we get to the Lions to pick. Uh, so
Yeah.
if any of you hopefully caught our last mock draft yesterday, you see that we had Jalen Carter going with the sixth pick. I'm hearing more and more that Seattle may be looking at Jalen Carter, so I don't exactly know, who's going to be there. Maybe we still go with Tyree Wilson, or maybe Devin Witherspoon is there. I'm fine with either of the three of them to help booster up the defense. Uh,
Yeah.
I Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay, he's
Go
walking
ahead.
on now. No, I was just gonna say I agree. Some people were acting like Tyree Wilson was gonna fall to 18, but there's just no way he falls that far.
Totally agree. Totally agree. All right, let's get a little bit of Roger Goodell for a minute. I just want to be sure you can hear that, son.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I can hear it.
welcome to
Okay, good.
Kansas City and the 2023 NFL Draft. For the first time since we took the draft on the road, we
Okay.
get to celebrate the draft in the Super Bowl winning city with fans of
I
all
want to
32
jump in. One of the
teams
first things I noticed
and the
is that
Chiefs Kingdom.
everybody is standing up. I don't remember it being like that when the draft was in New York.
Yeah, maybe
As you
it's
can
because they were still
see, I
nervous
have some
about
friends
COVID
on
and
stage
stuff.
with me
What, were
that
they
you
more
might
separated?
recognize.
No, I mean I thought that they used to
They
have
are
Oh,
cheers.
Kansas City
oh,
natives
okay.
and love this
Oh, matter of fact, they
community
probably did because it
and
was
their
at Radio
Chiefs.
City Music Hall.
Give it up
So
for
I'm
Eric
only thinking about
Stokestreet
next
and
year
Heidi
because it's in
Gardner
Detroit
of
next
Big
year.
Flip,
So I've been
Kansas
looking at
City.
this the whole time, thinking like, man,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If we get in that draft, we're going to have to stand up the whole time.
Yeah, I mean there might be chairs. It looks like they could be standing. I don't know if there's chairs below them.
It may
I thought
be.
that maybe they were standing
Okay,
just because Roger
Kansas
was out
City,
there.
I'm so happy to be here. And it is my honor to bring to the stage right now Chiefs legends Dante Hall and
Oh,
Will
jeez.
Shields. Give it!
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut them out for a minute. I just kind of wanted to jump in and get a little bit of Roger Goodell to see what he was talking about. I don't know who my man is right here. I know Dante Hall, but I don't know who this guy is. But
Yeah,
okay, I still
a
don't know who
person
he
no
is.
one's ever heard of. There.
Eric
Yeah, I guess
Stone
they hand
Street.
out Emmys now. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a Kansas City legend, is what he. That's a Kansas City Emmy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is.
I
Hmm.
just saw a Barry Sanders jersey.
Yes, I saw our people out there. Our people are out there,
Yeah,
ready to go.
I mean, come
Okay,
on, y'all. It's not.
okay,
No, they're not coming up.
they're gonna bring out the whole
Yeah,
team, right?
yeah, I guess.
Who was that? Kelsey and
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Hopefully, it's just them too.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna come out and say a few words. Okay, we'll just keep talking. I was gonna stop and see what they were talking about, but we can keep going. So, well, as I was saying, I'm okay with either of those three picks. Now, I was listening to the NFL Draft podcast earlier with Todd McShay, and Mel Kiper, and they were talking about the Lions for a little while, and they were talking about the fact that there's a chance that Anthony Richardson may slip past four. that even CJ Stroud may even slip to 6. And they were saying that will the Lions have a tough decision to make at that point if let's say CJ Stroud is on the board at 6. What's your take on that?
Oh, the only quarterback I want them to get is Anthony Richardson. Did CJ Stroud play for Ohio State or
Ohio
did he
State?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, not just because I don't like Ohio State, but I mean, the only good Ohio State quarterback I've seen so far has been Justin Fields. I mean, he's the only guy that's broke that curse for me so far. I mean, I think the guy to get is Anthony Richardson if somehow it was between those two or something. But even if it's just CJ Stroud, I mean, I don't know. They might get him. I hope they don't, though.
I agree. Is Roger? Let me see. Did he say they on the clock? Here we go. They on the clock.
I did not know they had 10 minutes. I thought it was.
No, oh shoot, son. It used to be 15 minutes.
Oh.
They started doing 10 minutes like 10, 12 years ago. They cut it down, but it used to be 15 minutes between picks in the first round. Okay. Yeah. So what we'll do is I got the sound down so we could talk, but when we see the pick coming up, I'll hit the sound back up.
Okay.
So we can, hear it and then we can give our thoughts on it. But yeah, they were saying that earlier. They were saying that there is a chance that if the Texans throw a curveball, because a lot of people are actually believing that the Texans may not take a quarterback at 2. That if they throw that curveball.
Oh, do you see this? Oh, I'm tripping. I thought this was right now.
No. They just talking about how the Panthers got there.
Dang, I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, you thought they traded that pick already?
Yeah. I was like, okay, I was confused. I forgot the Bears gave that up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Bears pick.
Yeah.
They were saying that, would the Lions have some decisions to make if CJ Stroud is actually on the board? I don't know. I don't think so. Because how sometimes a player can just fall, a player that you didn't think would be there. And then you just jump on them because you say, why wouldn't we? If that guy's there, we would take him. So I don't know. But that's what they were talking about. I also have still been hearing about the Lions possibly trading down from 18, from 18 going down. So
what, like 18
I have heard that
like 18 to 14 or 18 to like 22?
From 18 to like 22, 18 to 23, something like that. That's what I was hearing.
Yeah, I keep hearing rumors about a Swift trade. I hope it's not true, to be honest, because I don't want them to trade him for a 4th round or whatever they get him for. I don't know what they could get him for.
Exactly. They already took him in the 2nd round. So, I mean, if somebody wanted him bad enough, maybe you can get another 2nd round for him. But I don't think, son, that the Lions would trade Swift unless they knew that they were going Bijan Robinson with the 6th pick.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way that you trade Swift. Other than that, I don't think there's any way that you trade a guy like that. Or there's some other type of running back out there that they go get that, that they trade for. I don't know. I think they would have to have another back in place. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think hands down, that's the only way you do something like that. But this would be a make or break year for Swift, though, in my opinion. He's been hurt all 3 years that he's been in the league. He hasn't cracked 1,000 yards. So I think this will be a make or break year. And that's why I've been saying that I do believe that somewhere in this draft, the Lions are going to get a running back. I just really believe that. I know we have David Montgomery, but I think a young, explosive back, I could actually see that happening. So,
come on, y'all. What could y'all be talking about?
I mean, if they don't know by now if they want Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, I mean, what have they been doing?
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears traded that pick almost seemed like 2 months ago, it feels like. Okay, maybe let's see if he's coming up now. Nothing yet. Panthers fans excited. Maybe they should be. Do you see the commissioner? No, I don't see him yet.
No, I just see people talking.
Oh my goodness, yes. And I don't know, maybe it's one of those things where they still don't know. I don't know. By now, I believe that they have to know who they're taking, right?
Yeah, exactly. I hope they're not trying to be dramatic. Like, come on.
Yeah. I heard a rumor. One of my coworkers said that he heard that the NFL chastised the Lions last year because they came on the clock so quick when they took Hutchinson.
Right.
it was barely 2 minutes.
Right.
And I heard one of my coworkers said that he heard that the Lions got chastised. The NFL told them, don't, you didn't need to make the pick that quick. You got to draw some drama out a little bit.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, come on, bro. Let's just get the picks in, man.
I really hope they, that really makes sense. That could be what they're doing right now, making sure they get the most viewers on the draft.
Exactly. They
Oh,
probably told the
jeez.
Panthers, hey, man, you got to at least give it 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I'll watch it right at 4:59.
All right, you got to draw something out. I mean, most people believe it's Bryce Young. Let's go on and get the young man up there.
Yeah.
And see what's happening. Okay, well, we're at the 5-minute mark. Let's see.
Jeez.
So yeah, so I don't know. I guess we'll see how it plays out. I just want the Lions to beef up. I just want them to make the best pick. How about that? I'll put it that way.
Yeah. I'm actually
just
really interested.
Yeah, just make the best pick. I mean, I believe in Brad Holmes. 2 years, he hasn't let us down yet. So I have no reason to believe that that he would do that now. So okay, and we are. Oh, that's the green room. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
I was about to say, man, what's that setup back there? But
Yeah.
I kind of like this. I kind of like the couches. In the past they would sit at like tables, like a round table, or something away. But I like the couch. I like this look. This setup look that you can you can relax, and especially if you're gonna be back there for a minute. I mean, if you're about to be the 26th pick, you're gonna be back there a couple hours.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson was back there for a while.
He was back there for a while. Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers. Who else I could think of? Geno Smith. He ended up going in the second round when he went, and he was there. He had to sit through the whole first round only to go the next day.
Hope there's not a live look at the draft room right now. It looks like they're just messing around.
Yeah, I see one dude on the phone talking. Everybody else looking like, come on, bro. Make this pick. Okay. Oh man, I thought commissioner was coming up. Still more talk about what they may or what they may not do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. It has to be, son. There's no way. There's no way they don't know what they're doing at this point.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Yeah, is he coming up yet?
Let's shake it up and take.
Oh, pick is in. Okay. Well, he's not walking up there yet, so I'm gonna give Dale a couple more seconds to get up there. I mean, it only took him 7 minutes, but okay. We'll let it ride out how it is.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
That's the one thing I like. That's the one thing I like though. When you get past the second and third round, I mean, the picks just start coming in. That 4th through 7th round, they just bring the picks in, and they bring them in so fast. The guys usually don't have enough time to even talk about it. So, yeah, I know. Kuiper thinks that the pick is Stroud.
Oh, he thinks CJ Stroud.
I'm sorry, not Stroud. I'm sorry. Jeez, Bryce Young.
Okay.
Kuiper been saying that for a month. Like, yeah, he still thinks that Young, regardless, is the best quarterback in the draft. So, some of these guys got on some funky fits, son. I don't know if you got to see them yet.
No, I haven't. What, you mean they've been real festive or they've been bad?
Very festive, man. I forgot who it was. One guy had on something looked like something Prince would have wore back in '87. So, yeah, well, Carolina Panther fans are excited. I would be excited too if Roger Goodell comes up. Okay, I'm assuming he's coming up now.
Yeah.
Oh, I still don't see him. I was just about to turn the sound up so we can hear it. No, still nothing. Still waiting. There he is.
Announcement.
All right, let's get this going.
With the first pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama.
Y'all knew that.
That's right. What a shot.
And
Yeah, that's exactly what they're saying in the group chat. Panthers taking all this.
Ranked high school prospects
Hey, come
in a
on
very
now.
long time. He became one of the most decorated college quarterbacks ever. The only Alabama quarterback ever to throw for 3,000 yards more than once.
I mean, we knew this. And son, we have been live for 14 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, Pittsburgh
only for us to get to the first pick.
Interceptions. The monster year was 2021. He won the Maxwell, the Davey O'Brien,
that's
the
okay.
Manning Award. Became the first Bama.
I'm gonna keep some sound on so we can hear a little bit.
Size, as we discussed, is the only question mark here.
Yeah, hopefully
character, leadership, all off
Houston knows who they're going to get immediately.
You think about it, I thought this year really defined Bryce
Yeah,
Young.
exactly.
Things weren't perfect around
You know,
him.
watching this
He
whole
really
setup, I
shined.
just
And
keep
like I said,
thinking
he had
about
this
the
thing
Lions
set up. I
next
thought
year,
he could maybe be a playoff team.
and
He
I
didn't
just
go
keep
beyond
keep
that.
thinking
So
about
unfortunate. Yeah, mistake
where
in
will the
defense.
where will the Lions pick next year? You know, I'm sorry, geez, not where would they pick, but like how the draft is going to be set up next year.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I've been more thinking about.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to make sure we get some good outfits too, so we can since he'll be in the hometown.
Yeah.
Hold your breath. You're going to have everything set up perfectly. This quarterback at that side, and I know Booker say, well, it happens to everybody. And it's 5'10".
So let's see. I don't see anything saying that usually right after the pick is made, the other team is on the clock.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Yeah.
Don't overweight me again, right? But the bottom line is that weight, okay? I'm not worried about the height. At that weight, and you get hit. You see how this.
Yeah, he's small. We know that.
How violent.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no.
You guys. Whew, yeah, they could have.
Oh,
dang. That's nice. Okay, good.
They did. Okay,
Let's keep
cool.
it yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's all I was saying. I was thinking like they usually go immediately to the next
Yeah.
pick that they're on the clock. So good. The Texans are under 6 minutes.
So the pick should be in. Yeah.
Yeah, pick should be coming up.
Yeah, you really think these top few picks would go by fast.
And sometimes they do. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the NFL's beef is with that, to be honest. I mean, as a fan, even when our team is picking, I like to see the picks come in. You know, let's make the pick, get the kid up there, let him get interviewed while he's doing that. Let the clock run, and then let the other team come on up. Let's just keep it going. And not keep all this drama. So this pick right here does not affect our Lions at all because we were expecting this.
Yeah.
You know, we were expecting a quarterback to go, Bryce Young to go first, or a quarterback, but it happens to be him. So this doesn't affect us at all. Now this next pick, and I am about to
let's
go
go
back because they said the pick is in.
So I like it, guys. Let's keep it going.
Yeah. Exactly. Right when Bryce gets done, I'm gonna hit the sound back and let's see what the guys are talking about, what they think the Texans are gonna do. We can listen in for a minute and get it going. All right.
And so you take a look. These are the highest drafted Alabama quarterbacks in the common draft era. You might be wondering where's Joe Namath. Namath went in 1965, number 2 overall in the old American Football League. That, of course, was before the common draft era. So Bryce Young now the highest drafted of any Alabama quarterback of all time. So now we have gotten through the portion of the evening that we foresaw. Let the intrigue begin. Number 2 is Houston. Mort and Adam, what can you tell us?
Well, Greeny, this goes back to the regular season finale.
Alabama doesn't really
won that day, but lost out on the number 1 overall pick. They tried to trade up for number 1, didn't get there. There's been a lot of debate in this organization about whether to go defense. In the end, it certainly sounds like now they're settling towards the offensive side of the football. It's been the biggest question out there. There have been times when people thought they would go defense. Now the arrow is pointing towards the offense more.
Yeah, and it's interesting. We mentioned that Bryce Young was certainly somebody they would covet. I would point out that the quarterback coach of the Texans is Gerard Johnson, who coached TK
Mustn't take Will Levis.
Opening the Elite 11
I know. I've heard that too. I've heard Will Levis. I heard Will Anderson.
But this is a decision.
I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do.
Nick Casario and the owner, Cal, and certainly. And right now, we'll see.
I've heard it both ways.
Right now, Greeny.
All right, guys, thank you. And so for the last several weeks, Mel, the suspicion here has been that they would go defense, that the Texans were willing to eschew the opportunity to take the future quarterback.
I just have to say this. So the Texans are going to throw, what's my boy's name?
Something we weren't expecting.
His name just slipped my mind. Davis Mills. That's his name.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're going to roll with Davis Mills, huh?
They were waiting on. Once you knew Young was going one, you thought it was.
Oh, what are they saying? They think they don't get defense actually?
That's what people are saying. If the Texans don't go with a quarterback, then basically they're saying we'll roll with the guys we have and we'll worry about a quarterback next year.
In that conference. So for Houston, I said at 2 or 12, you better find a way to come out of this first round.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Mel Kiper's talking now, and he did a last minute mock draft this morning. I guess he does that every year. A mock draft the morning of the draft, and he had Anthony Richardson falling to 12 to the Texans.
Oh wow! Oh, the Texans have 2 and 12.
Yes, 2 and 12.
Wow. This is a critical pick for them. So I hope they are all on the exact same page about who this is going to be.
The Texans have picked quarterbacks in the first round twice in team history. Once was David Carr, number 1 overall. The other was Deshaun Watson. Let's see if they're about to do it for a third time. Here's the commissioner with the selection.
All right, let's see.
With the second pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
Ohio State.
So it stayed. Wow. So it stayed as it should.
How many times have we heard this go back and forth, and where it finally lands?
I'm not surprised at all.
Many believe is the second best in this class. You can see the
I'm not surprised at all.
His face.
I did not think he was going to slip to the Lions at 6.
Oh, me neither. I'm glad he didn't. I don't think we'll be.
I'm glad he
hearing
didn't.
His name. I don't know if he'll even start over Davis.
For the main reason I'm glad he didn't is because we might have had to think about it. That's why I'm glad it didn't happen. Yeah, because we would have had to think about it.
Oh, that room is okay.
So far the draft is moving as they said it would. Quarterbacks back to back. So no shakeup. The Texans, everybody said the Texans was the team that they thought might shake it up. So no shakeup here. Well, if all works out, we will see Bryce Young this year because if I'm not mistaken, we do have the Panthers on the schedule, right?
Ooh, I would have to check. I would say I do not remember all the teams that we have on the schedule.
Yeah, it's weird, but we played like some of the teams we've already played again, like the Cowboys and the who was it? It was somebody, the Seahawks. Those are two teams we played in 2022 that we play again in 2023.
Yeah.
All right, now it gets interesting for the Lions because with the Cardinals coming up, I am expecting a defensive player.
Yeah, hopefully they don't take Jalen Carter.
Yeah. Okay, though. So because you and I alternated picks yesterday, who do you want?
You know, the 6 pick's hard. I mean, I almost wish they could have traded to like the 10th pick so they could have just got a corner. But I guess it's fine. So I don't know. I would get Jalen Carter. I still feel like they're fine at edge. I think they need a good defensive lineman if they could get Jalen Carter.
Okay. So you think so you think the interior D lineman would be better than the edge?
Yeah. Because I mean, what they have. I mean, I know that you can always use more edge guys, but I mean they have Aiden Hutchinson and James Houston. I know he's not exactly a every down type of guy, but still. So, right. But they probably will end up getting another edge. I mean, they could just end up getting Tyree Wilson. But who did we get with? We got Jalen Carter with that pick, right? Last night.
Yes. Last night we got Jalen Carter because last night in our mock draft it was Bryce Young 1. They actually had the Texans take. Did they have me take CJ? Yeah, they had to have me. I think it might have been. I wish I could pull it up right now. Our mock draft from last night, but I know that they had Witherspoon going 3rd. Yeah, because I'm starting to change my tune at 6. Excuse me. This is what I would like in this order: Jalen Carter 1, Witherspoon 2, Tyree Wilson 3. Even though for the last month I've been saying I really, really want Tyree Wilson. Yeah, I'm starting to really like this Devin Witherspoon because I've actually watched some of his film. And everything that they're saying about him is true. He's a nasty, hard-hitting corner, even though he's 185 pounds. He is locked down, and I'm starting to think like, that may not be a bad pick.
He's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I had to look at his film. I mean, I remember watching him play live this past season, but I had to look at some of his film, and I started to fall in love and said, And I was more like, yeah, let's see that. Let's see, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that kid, you know, to replace Jeff Okudah. But the problem is that if you don't take an edge with that 6th pick, this draft is really not that deep with edge players. I mean, there is Tyree Wilson. There's Nolan Smith, who's really more of an outside linebacker. There's Will Anderson, who's more of an outside linebacker, even though we may not be able to get him. There's Van Ness out of Iowa. You know, he's an edge. And then it gets kind of slim after that. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, I think if you really need an edge, you have to try to get one here. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, we almost there. We on pick number 3. We're actually almost there.
Yeah, they're moving at a decent pace, except the Cardinals aren't.
Yeah, well, this pick, I'm not surprised that it's taking them a minute because the Cardinals, I've been hearing for the last week, son, that they were looking to move back, that they were one of those teams that really wanted to trade out of that spot.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know if they're trying to work a last-minute deal to get out of that spot or they're just really taking their time to get the player that they want. But this is where the dominoes begin to fall for the Lions at 6. You know, because we see what they do here and what the Cardinals are about to do will more than likely affect what the Lions do. Now, in my opinion, I think that no matter what the Cardinals do, I think the Colts pick is going to be pretty quick. I think the Colts are going quarterback.
Yeah, they're going to get Will Levis.
That's what I think. He's either him or Richardson, and it's probably going to be Levis. So this should be okay. Well, I guess this look like the Cardinals are going to take all the time. Every second of it, because we are now down to 1 minute. Nick Saban's all over the place. He was just sitting with Bryce Young. He's just moving everywhere. I guess he has multiple players in there, so I guess that would make sense. What just happened?
I don't know. I'm looking at the group
Cardinals
chat
traded
right now.
pick to the Texans. Son, it said the Cardinals trade pick to Texans. Bro, let me turn this up. I got
is reacting because the trade was just announced here and people are the shockwave is flying through the building.
The Cardinals just traded the pick to the Texans.
I don't even know what the Texans could trade other than the 12.
And make a trade to get to 3.
We're about to find out. They're about to take Will Anderson.
Trying to establish his program right now.
Wow.
They're
about to take Will Anderson.
You have to have the right quarterback, and D'Amico comes from San Francisco now. And what did he
now, I'm gonna be honest, son. They probably traded a game.
Type of guys on the defense.
Yeah, like what?
I'm gonna leave the sound on for a while, son, until we can find out what happened.
Yeah. That hey, look, Nick Saban. It's no cakewalk being coached by Nick Saban. He's prepared for anything they can throw at him in terms of expectations because the D-line will set the tone for D'Amico's defense. And this is the kind of guy, when you're talking about makeup, his football and personal character,
yes, Will
Anderson has it. He has it all.
Man, the Texans might be looking good in the first round now after this.
Because there are other fine defenders, including
they might win the first round.
They're going to have to use him the right way. Will Anderson needs to be on the edge. He doesn't need to be inside the tight end. He doesn't need to be inside the tackle. He needs to be on the edge, rushing the passer, using that speed and power, Greedy.
Okay, and so, again, it is the Houston Texans who had picks at 2 and at 12. Who have now made the aggressive trade up to 3. We thought that Arizona would move out of that spot.
Well,
we largely thought that because we thought
I was just saying that, son.
Up to take a quarterback. Yes. That is not the way this night has gone.
If the Texans were looking to trade out of that spot,
C.J. Stroud has gone too. The Houston Texans have gone up to number 3, and they're about to make the pick. I'm told Roger Goodell is making his way to the stage any moment here, and we will see what it is.
I knew something had to be up because it was taking the Cardinals too long to make the pick.
Will that be Will Anderson? Could it be Jalen Carter, who Mel has at number 1 on the big board? So many questions. The talent is not one of them. We're going to find out right now. Here's Roger Goodell with the 3rd pick.
The Arizona Cardinals have traded the 3rd pick to the Houston Texans.
Y'all don't even know what you gave up.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Will Anderson Jr., linebacker, Alabama.
Oh, they have him listed as a linebacker?
Yeah, he's a linebacker. That's why they call him an edge.
Where to begin with
Because nowadays, son, when you hear the term edge, they're usually talking about a defensive end or an outside linebacker that rushes the quarterback.
He was two-time SEC Defensive Player of the Year. He won the McNarick Award, the Lombardi Award, the Nagurski Award.
All right, well,
twice.
he's not gonna slip down to the Lions.
34.5 sacks. Only the Hall of Famer Derek Thomas Mel ever had more in an Alabama.
I want to hear this trade.
2 years ago, he was spectacular. He said, "Boy, you're going to be the number one pick next year."
So does Bryce? Oh wow! So what are the Seahawks and Colts going to do?
4.6. As I said, Von Miller was 4.42, 4.49 in that area. Will Anderson Jr. 4.6, but he's got long arms. 6'3.5", 254-pounder, gives you everything he has. A defensive line coach. How about D'Amico, right? You think about the strip sack. He had 0 forced fumbles the last 2 years, only 1 in his career. You like to see that number a lot higher for guys getting in that backfield, getting after the
man, Roger Goodell be out there giving daps, man. His hand be having to hurt at the end of the draft, man.
I think you look at the AFC.
Roger Goodell be out there giving those hard daps.
You got to get after the quarterback. So now they have their quarterback in CJ.
Okay, well, I'm trying to see what the, I'm hoping they say something about, about the pick.
Yeah.
Will Anderson Jr., you look about the way he uses his hands, the way he uses that length, the stunts, the twist, beating the guy out of the stance. He can do that on occasion at the collegiate level. He did that more than one time. He did that a ton of times at the collegiate level. In the NFL against the best in the business, whether he can do it without being benefiting from, as I say, Nick Saban and the stunts and the twist, we will see. Winning those one-on-ones, can he do that? He's going to give you everything.
Yeah, that'd have been nice, man, to get that, son. That'd have been nice.
Strong hands very well. He has those long arms.
But I knew he wasn't gonna last until the 6th.
I don't know if anybody in college football over the next years is going to match what he did at Alabama the last 2
Well, so far, no surprises, son.
We're used to guys coming off the edge
Young,
with speed.
Stroud.
This is more of a power player. Think more Khalil Mack.
Will Anderson. I mean, no surprises.
Yeah, sorry, now I'm texting these Colts fans.
Is he a home run? He may never be a
Oh,
home
yeah,
run.
the guys
He'll
in
be
your
an 8 to 10
group.
sack guy,
Yeah.
but he'll be a solid double. And for Houston, for an organization that's been through so much, he will set the foundation on the defensive side of the ball.
Because some of them are
This is
saying
how we play. This is the way we
they
show
want
we work,
Levis,
this is
but I
how
think
we do things, because the character, more importantly, the football character is impeccable.
I think
Charlie
Miller,
can't even
that
find the
is
channel.
Absolute number one reason why Will Anderson is the perfect fit for D'Amico Ryan.
Yes.
If you ever watched the San Francisco 49ers practice, and D'Amico was the defensive coordinator out there, obviously, and you ever watched Chris Kacerek, the defensive line coach out there, coach the defensive line, I am just telling you now, it is not for the faint of heart. The kind of things they ask their defensive linemen to do, the kind of effort they ask to put forth is...
I'm gonna mute it for just a moment because they are not talking about the trade. And that's what I want to hear. I want to hear what they give up. Obviously, the Cardinals probably ransomed the Texans.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably ransomed them, to be honest. But you know what, though, son? I'm going to be honest. What does it take to win? And what are the 3 most important positions on the team? Quarterback, left tackle, and an edge. The Texans already have the left tackle. You know, they just signed him to an extension, Larry Tunsil.
I did not realize they had him.
Oh, yeah. They have Larry Tunsil. They already had the left tackle. Now you have the young quarterback, and now you have the young edge. So, you know, they're putting the pieces together. But let's see. Well, that was quick, hopefully.
I told Susie is ready. Subway brings us to the stage, and Susie called.
So what are your...
Will, the emotions have been building all day.
What are your Colts friends saying?
Well, one guy's saying most of them want Richardson, I think. But it's just one guy saying he wants Levis.
Oh, they want. Some of them are saying they want Richardson. I can turn this down. Yeah. Some of them are saying that they want. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of makes sense. You know, so they're kind of split. Some want Richardson, some want Levis, but either way it go, they want a quarterback.
Oh yeah.
I don't blame them. You know, the Colts. You know, watching them from afar, they've gone the veteran route the last few years with quarterback. It has not worked. So, you know, since Andrew Luck retired. So it's time for them to go ahead and get a young quarterback. I'll say that. So we'll see. Okay, so far our Lions have stayed put at 6. And we are now up to pick 4, and the Colts, and the pick is in. Let's see if I can see Goodell making his way. Still, I didn't hear him say nothing about the trades yet. So
describing what we thought the Colts might be looking for here. Shane Steichen comparing a quarterback to Jalen
Still
Hurts.
nothing.
One would think that might suit Anthony Richardson before one would think Will Levis.
Also did a great job as the OC with the Chargers with Justin Herbert when he had 31 touchdown passes, most ever by a rookie in the National Football League. Jalen Hurts, 18 rushing touchdowns, most ever by an NFL
the fools just standing around. Looks like they went on.
Pocket guy with the big arm.
Exactly.
He's one with a guy who's the dual threat.
They stand around looking like, where's the pick at?
They have tried
like, bro, we already
many
done sent the pick in
Indianapolis with veterans, and it just hasn't happened for them.
Yeah, and it's time for Chris Ballard to go out, rip the Band-Aid off, go out and get your quarterback. And with Shane Steichen, the ability for the quarterback to use their legs, it seems like we're going to go Anthony Richardson here.
Yeah, look, he's just too good of an athlete. He's just too good of a thrower. Just watch the Texas A&M game from last year. You'll see everything that would make Indianapolis want to take this young man right here.
One would assume we are about to see the future of quarterback play in Indianapolis.
Well, this pick also is not going to do anything with the Lions pick.
Off the board in the first
So far, nothing has happened. Oh, here he comes. Nothing has happened wasn't expected.
Pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Anthony Richardson, quarterback, Florida.
A little bit of a shock.
Yeah,
not a lot, but a little bit because he's very inaccurate.
They go Richardson, a lot of upside and a lot of
so
work to be
basically
done for
the play there is Gardner Minshew is going to start
13 games.
And when Richardson is ready,
the one everyone remembers was the opener.
In my opinion, that won't be for a year, then they'll put him in.
And a wild upset win over
Sure, they might got to put him in earlier than that.
With some highs and
that full guard of Minshew's in the
the measurables, the size,
you said,
the
hey, you know, son, there's actually an old saying that the most popular player on any football team is the backup quarterback. You know, but they used to always say that. That's always the most popular player. Because especially if he's a young backup quarterback.
Well, why is that?
Because if the quarterback is a bum, then the fans are going to be cheering, crying. You know, they're going to be like, put so in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember back in 89 when the Lions took Rodney Peete and I want to say they got him in the second round. And we had one of those below average quarterbacks starting. I mean, we got to like the third game, and I don't know what happened.
Wow. Yeah. Technical problem.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll leave it on there for a second and see if the technical problem fixes itself.
Yeah. Well, you might need to try. Yeah, fortunate. Oh, it's that. Dang! Come on, boy.
Man, I thought we had the ESPN link up here, man.
Yeah, dang.
Okay.
Bad too.
All right, let's do this. Let me get back in here and see what happened. Yeah, I thought we had a legit NFL stream up, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know somebody had the stream on us. Come on, man. Oh, I guess that's what's going on. I guess it's a lot of foolishness going on. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hold on. Yeah, what is going on? Now, you know what? They can't do that to me, man, right before the Lions pick. You know, don't do that to me, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lions are coming up, you know what I'm saying? Don't do it to me, brother. Don't do it
trying to cut the camera. Wait, who's on the Seahawks? Yeah, I'm about to look that up.
Yeah. And like I said, to be honest with you, I went with that because I was saying that you know, it was a legit Lions, you know, pick. I'm like, that's a legit pick, you know?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna give it another go, son. Let's see how the sound is sounding.
So is Jalen Carter still on the board? He's still on the board, right?
It's like,
okay, what you say about Jalen Carter?
Is Jalen Carter still on the board or is he gone?
Oh no, he's on the board.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now it's time. So we had the Seahawks. So okay, people. Sorry about that. It was technical difficulties. I thought that we had a legit NFL draft ESPN stream up, but obviously it literally was a stream.
Yeah.
We're gonna switch to someone else, and we're gonna keep our fingers crossed, and let's get to the Lions pick. Let's at least get to the 6th pick.
Yeah.
Okay. So have your Colts buddies said anything in the chat?
Oh yeah. I haven't checked in a minute. No, they're happy. He said AR-15 is the next Lamar. See.
Oh, speaking
more like
of
the next Cam Newton, but
yeah. Speaking of which, did you see that he did sign a deal with the Ravens?
Oh yeah, the crazy deal too. I don't know if it was all guaranteed or what, but I know it was a lot of money, 200 and something million, right? 260 million.
It probably was. I actually didn't see what it was. You know what the deal was. I just saw a headline earlier. It said breaking news, Ravens sign Jackson.
Yeah, freaking 185 mil guaranteed.
Exactly. What's going on?
You are watching the 2023 NFL Draft on ESPN.
Oh, nothing's going on. I saw people walking to the stage, so I was curious to see. So, all right.
Yeah, some people are saying that.
Right. Come on, get the Lions
might
up.
Be trading their pick or something.
Yeah, they may be. Usually, a lot of time, not all the time, but a lot of times when you see the clock get down to 1 minute and under, is usually because that team is looking to trade.
Yeah, I guess they're taking a minute.
So this is what we'll do after the Seahawks pick. I'm going to keep the volume on for a while so we can hear what they're saying about the Lions. With the Lions pick coming up, so we'll listen in and see some of what they're talking about. Yeah, I know it's taking them a minute.
Yeah,
90 seconds to go.
Ooh. Yeah, they're taking their sweet time. Come on, guys.
Exactly. Yes, they are. Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez. Okay, I think this is what the trade was.
Okay, good. Give it to me. You got it.
Okay, so what? That line. Man. Oh, hold on. I think I don't know if this is official or not, but I think they traded number 12. Wait, because it says, this is a weird one. I don't know why it says the Lions received, but because they traded the number 3 overall pick and they got Will Anderson with that 3rd overall pick, right?
Correct.
And then it shows the Cardinals. It says number 12, number 33. It says 1st round 2024 and 3rd round 2024. Wait, is that what the Cardinals gave up, or is that what they got?
They saying that's what the Cardinals got.
Oh, dang.
So the Cardinals swap picks, so they drop from 3 to 12, and they get their 2nd round pick, and they get their 2024 1st round pick, and they get a 2024 3rd round pick.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, the pick is it. Oh, they didn't trade it.
No, they didn't trade it, unless it's gonna be like the Texans, and when they come back from this commercial, it's gonna say the pick was traded. But they have to get their commercials in, so we are gonna have to wait until then.
Yeah.
We have to wait until then to see. So, all right. Well, whenever they come back from commercial. Wow. Well, I knew that they would have to give up a ransom, and if you're the Cardinals and you really need to fill in some pieces, it just makes sense. So, I'm not surprised they had to ransom.
Me neither.
I'm not surprised at all. So, all right, well, the pick is in. Yeah, there's our people. Yeah, we fired up. We ready. Okay, come on, Commissioner. Let's see what they're gonna do. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting pick. I think that this pick will also be defense, but I think that they will take one of the 3 players that I would like for the Lions to have. And here comes the Commissioner.
Good job.
With the 5th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Devin Witherspoon,
Dang.
quarterback.
I was kind of worried. That's a shocking pick, to be honest.
Oh, there he is. He's a
I didn't think that they would take
All-American
him
from Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah, because they got Tariq Woolen, they got a young cornerback core.
Here's my favorite statistic.
With the way that the Seahawks got gutted in the playoffs,
-4 yards.
I am
and his former coach
kind of surprised that they took a. I'm gonna turn on a little bit more. I'm kind of surprised that they went with the cornerback.
Yeah. Okay, well at least we're about to get Jalen Carter
or Tyree Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too.
But I am going to keep the sound on because when they're done talking about Witherspoon, they're going to talk about the Lions. Look how you read that. Oh,
yeah, that's yeah.
I don't really need to say anything else. This is the first play of the game. So when you figure that,
that sets the tone right there.
Secondary gave up too many plays after the catch in terms of run after the catch. He will get people down on the ground. If you need somebody to press, he can play press. He will finish on the football. If you need somebody to take the ball away, he can take the ball away. He will finish on it. Not just with PBUs, but he's someone who can come down with the football, or he can wind up tipping it to a teammate, or what have you. Run support is going to be important again because this is a team that needed to have more physicality in the secondary. Him and Tariq Woolen, who last year from UTSA,
he
wound up
tackles
being
good.
An absolute steal for them in the 5th round. This is going to be a spectacular.
And he's good. You know, I know he's a good coverage corner.
Secondary that I am sure right now Pete Carroll is going. Legion of Boom.
I'm kind of surprised though, to be honest, that they went with a corner. Now that pick did surprise me.
Yeah, me too.
Every company chooses their own path.
Come on.
Ours has led us to build lifelong relationships. Here, a handshake still means something, and we welcome home customers as friends.
The physicality will be called.
Dude, why? Yeah. Why is it? It's live, bro. Why'd you go to a commercial?
I think it's a good pick. I mean, Witherspoon's a heck of a player. My concern is stopping the run. Draymond Jones was brought in. They go down. Jacobs is still running.
Yeah.
Okay. Against this
Okay. Yeah. I think they were going to take Jalen Carter, but I don't know. Because they do something weird.
Where does Carter fall? We thought he'd definitely go between 5 and 10. Here he is at 15. Combat Seattle needed him and passed on.
So the Seahawks go defense. The Lions are next on the clock. They will make the next selection after Devin Witherspoon goes to Seattle. Jalen Carter waits to hear his name called. The celebration beginning in Champaign, Illinois, for their guy, Devin Witherspoon. And we'll be back in just a moment in Kansas City.
Okay, they're going to go to commercial. All right, son. So if we look at the big board, who's on the big board?
Yeah. Let me check that out.
Yeah, we know Jalen Carter. We know Tyree Wilson.
Well, I mean, technically, ESPN says Bijan Robinson is the best guy available, but it's early to take him. But but they say Tyree Wilson's the best fit. So who are our edges? Like completely, is it just Aiden Hutchinson and James Houston, or who was those two main edges?
I guess technically it would be Aiden Hutchinson, James Houston. We still have Charles Harris, if I'm not mistaken. We still have the two Okoro brothers. And it seems like there's one more person I'm forgetting. Kaminsky.
Yeah.
So technically, those are our edges. Now, as far as somebody in the outside linebacker spot, we don't really have a true edge. As far as that goes, but we don't have a true edge. But but we possibly need another edge.
Okay, well, I don't know what just happened, but I think something's about to happen because I just refreshed the board. Lions, they're not showing the Lions by the 6th pick anymore. So I don't know what just happened.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. It's not saying that a trade happened, but it does show the Cardinals. I literally refreshed it.
The Cardinals.
On ESPN, and now it shows the Cardinals at the 6th pick. So, and it's not showing the Lions so I don't know.
So the Lions just traded.
They traded with the Cardinals.
So the Lions probably just bumped to 12, and
is the Cardinals had 12?
Well, they would now. Remember, they traded with.
They got Isaiah Simmons. I don't know if they could get Isaiah Simmons with that though. Oh, that'd be crazy if they could. Dang! So now they're gonna make a city. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Yeah. And of course, unfortunately, we own a commercial. So, oh man, you got it. Okay. Well, son, if what you're saying is true, then you know what that tells me? That the Lions wanted to take Witherspoon.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
You
there
get
were a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
surprises with
If
that.
the Lions just traded back, that means that they wanted to get Witherspoon.
Wait a minute. So now I'm trying to think. What would I do with the 12th? If I was a 12th, who would I want with the 12th?
I would. Well, this is the thing. Deontay Banks, if you want to really go for another corner, Joey Porter would still be on the board. There's a chance Nolan Smith could be there.
Because now they're saying screw an edge then. So yeah, then I said they get Joey Porter then.
Yep, Van Ness could be there. There's a chance Bijan Robinson might be there. So it's really a lot of ways they can go. Let's see if they coming back finally. Come on now.
They're back in Kansas City.
Okay, let's listen.
Commercial, we told you the Lions were on the clock. Adam Schefter was going to tell you why that is no longer the case. Schefter,
Greedy, the fireworks are exploding. We have another trade.
Please tell us what happened,
Cardinals have moved up to 6. So to recap, Arizona started the night at 3, traded to 12, and now is traded back up to 6 while getting an extra 1 next year from Houston. And they have wanted to protect Kyler Murray and make sure that he is a top priority. I will not be surprised if it's an offensive tackle.
All right, and so we see Arizona now. Who's
Thanks for not telling us what they traded, though.
Tells us so. Mel, if it is offensive tackle, in what direction should folks be expecting them to go?
The pure offensive tackle is Paris Johnson Jr. You want the versatile guy? It's Peter Skoronsky. I'll say versatile. It's moving inside from left tackle to guard center, which he hadn't done. He's been a left tackle. You want a guy who's been a left tackle for 1 year and a right guard for 1 full year. It's Paris Johnson Jr., who was the #1 player in the state of Ohio coming out of high school, 5-star recruit. Number 7 overall player, best offensive lineman. If you're an offensive lineman,
we got another second-round pick, son.
An offensive lineman that looks any better. 6'6".
That's 3 Oh, that's good. That's 3 second-round picks.
Looks like that's a high second-round pick too.
It is. Look, it's 34.
Coming off an ACL.
You see that?
Yeah.
Pick 34 is what, the 3rd pick? So basically, we moved back 6 spots, but we just got that's a game changer. We just got another second-round pick.
Again, they began the night at 3. They traded back to 12. They moved back.
Lions wanted Witherspoon. That's what it was.
Along the way, will they go offensive tackle here? Will there be another surprise in this 2020?
That's what it is, son. That tells me the Lions wanted Witherspoon.
6th pick here in Arizona. I see the commissioner making his way to the stage. Here he comes. It's Roger Goodell with Arizona.
Let's see what happens.
The Detroit Lions have traded the 6th pick to the Arizona Cardinals. With the 6th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Paris Johnson Jr.
Oh, I knew it.
Ohio State.
I knew it.
How cool is that?
And and I'm gonna tell you why this makes me happy,
for this
son.
former 5-star
Because
prospect
that's a good tackle right there. And he probably was going to go to the Bears.
Yeah.
I'm not that disappointed to see him go out to the Cardinals. All right, young man's looking clean. Well, what do you okay, well, now you and I have something to talk about. We're going to talk about this trade. The Lions moved back from 6 to 12. We still have 18, and we just picked up another second-round pick.
Yeah, I would say, I don't know. I would say I guess you really got to see how it falls now. They have an idea who they're going to take. Hopefully, Joey Porter falls.
I think the chances of getting Joey Porter at 12 are great.
Yeah.
But Van Ness may be there. Nolan Smith may be there. Bijan Robinson may be there.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't think Jalen Carter's going to fall to 12. Christian Gonzalez may be there. I just thought about that. Christian Gonzalez may be there. And then we still have 18. Oh, come on. What y'all doing to me? Oh, I see. I didn't see that. Come on, baby. We live here, NFL. Quit doing that to us. I mean, YouTube. Come on now. Okay. Well, that was a surprise.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm sorry. That's two surprises because the Cardinals with their terrible Cardinals, the other birds, the Seahawks with their terrible run defense. I am so surprised that they took a corner with as bad as their run defense was last year. So that was a surprise. And then the Lions moving back, it's not really that much of a surprise. It just tells me that the Lions wanted to take Witherspoon and that Brad Holmes probably already said if Witherspoon is not there, we're going to try to trade that pick. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I got no idea who the Raiders are going to get.
Will Levis is there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they just signed Jimmy Garoppolo, but unless they feel like Levis will be a waste of a pick because they have Garoppolo, who really is not that old. You know what I mean? I don't know. They may go defense here. So I don't know. Yeah, you're right. That would be interesting pick. So where's the board at? Oh, there it is. Atlanta. Atlanta's next. So Atlanta, I'm not exactly sure what they would do, but the Bears, I've heard some talk that the Bears said if somehow Jalen Carter just happened to fall, they would be interested in him. But how do you not take an old lineman if you're the Bears? As bad as their old line is.
Oh, what do they have, the 9th pick?
They do. 2 picks from now. You know, and a lot of people thought the kid that just went, Paris Johnson, a lot of people had him pegged to go to the Bears with that pick. So, and there's Mail's big board. That's his top 5 available. I wonder if the Raiders take one of those guys or do they go in a different direction?
Yeah, I would say they might take a cornerback. Of course, they're taking all their time.
Yes, of course, right. Of course they are.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, it is. I was about to say, who's that dude?
Yeah. That's the first time I've seen him.
I've never seen it. I actually hadn't seen him without his helmet on.
Yeah.
And look at him. He's doing just like Jameson Williams did last year.
Oh, well, with that big hat.
Well, yeah, Jameson Williams went right to the it was funny that people was tweeting out saying that, wow, he doesn't look very happy to have got drafted. He got drafted by the Lions. He didn't look very happy. And then literally right after someone said that they showed Jameson Williams, he went right to where the Lions fans were.
Oh, yeah.
Picture with the fans. So, okay. Let's see, they pick it up a little bit. Well, we'll keep this thing going, people, because we thought that the Lions would have had that pick in now, and we will be breaking that pick down. But the Lions do not have that. Okay, I got to answer this. I'm getting text too. One of my coworkers just texted me and said, "What did we get for that 6th pick?"
Yeah.
Yeah, he know I'm sitting here watching.
Yeah.
And then cousin JP texted me and said they took Will from us. Like, yeah, but he wasn't gonna make it that far.
Yeah.
So, like you, I'm also texting and reaching out to people as well too. He said, "What did we get for the pick?" I said, "Let me see. We got pick. What was it? Pick 12 and 34."
Yeah.
Yeah. So are they saying? Let's see. Let's get a little sound. Let's see.
You're right. If you want to build it front to back, I believe in too. Absolutely. This is a guy who you have to look. You have to trust your medical staff, though. They have to tell you you're good to go. Turn in the card. If not, go at corner.
The Raiders need help in the defensive secondary, but it hasn't been for lack of.
What is going on? Yeah, did we lose it again?
Get ready for the biggest little meal of the day.
I'm gonna give it another try. Just refresh it. Let's see what happens, son. All right, good. We back in there, son. We back in there.
Oh no, it did end. Because that's the beginning.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to see if I can find another one then, so we can keep this thing going.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while we're doing that, let me see if there's another one. Man, why do they keep running out?
Yeah, I don't know.
But they only allowing these people to have 30 minutes or something?
Yeah. It might be just taking them down. I don't know.
I mean, why? The NFL is just they getting mad exposure. You know, I don't know why they would be doing that, but yeah. Okay, hold on a second. The Raiders just took Tyree Wilson.
Oh wow.
All right, so there he is, a transfer from Texas A&M. He had a huge final season, 7 sacks, 15 and a half tackles for loss, 43 pressures before breaking the foot in November. He was the Red Raiders' first team All-American since 2018. Mel, 6'6", 270. And
not a surprise.
Yeah.
Yes, long arms. You talk about 6'6", 271 and the long arms and the length. He has began his career at Texas A&M. Left Texas A&M after redshirting there, getting on the field in 2019. He had 1.5 sacks, 3 tackles for loss.
Oh man, they tripping. Yeah.
He had some really impressive
We good with this
the
one.
Big 12 isn't loaded with really good offensive
This
tackles.
thing is just full of scammers, bro.
I call him the AOG.
Yeah.
People talking about, yeah, you can, sign on to here. No.
Tyree Wilson, that injury November 12th, non-contact. He's left defensive end on that play. And
I never understood about stuff like this. Like, I mean, this is also on free TV on ABC. So I don't understand why this would even be an issue.
Yeah, I say me neither.
If you're okay with the foot, he dropped it down here. I think was my 16th best player on the board. So I wasn't as high on him as some were, but I tell you what, the talent's undeniable. Coaching for him is going to be very important.
And to me, he's the best 4-3 defensive end in the draft. You can line him up in a 5 technique, which is outside the tackle. You can put him head up on the tight end, which is a 6 technique. He can come inside if you want him inside the tackle as a 4-eye. The versatility, the length. And when you look at the Raiders, Max Crosby had 46% of their sacks. That's the second highest rate in the NFL. They had to get a compliment. Chandler Jones wasn't living up to par. So to our point, how we improve the pass defense, we're not going to do it in the back end. We're going to do it up front and affect the quarterback.
Well, I'll tell you what, I look forward to
They can knock it off, man. They trying their best not to let us get our Lions, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They doing everything they can to stop our Lions pick. And we're not that far away. We already at 8. Well, oh yeah, that's one of the guys I was talking about, Tyree Wilson. Look at his fit.
Oh yeah, I'll say that one's pretty decent actually. I kind of like it.
That definitely look like some Prince stuff.
Hey. Yeah.
Say he got the shirt all open.
Yeah.
And everything. Well, not a bad pick. Well, this is gonna be now. I think this is gonna be kind of interesting, in my opinion. The Falcons, because now we're starting to think. Okay, pick is in.
Okay,
we're starting to think. What do they do? Do they dare go with Will Levis, or do they roll with their 3rd round quarterback they took last year?
Well, what QB do they have?
They have a Ritter out of Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. I mean, now that I'm looking at Jalen Carter and I like Jalen Carter, now I'm nervous because you have the the Falcons up right now, about to pick. Then we still have the Bears, the Eagles, and you know what? I don't remember who has 11 actually. So we still have to kind of sit and wait pat to see what they do. You know, sorry, I'm texting people and talking to you and the people at the same time.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
So that's now 5 picks in the first 55.
Are they just doing the first round tonight?
Yes, tonight's just the first round.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be the second and third, which is good for us because we have 4 picks, 3 in the second now and 1 in the third. And then Saturday, 4 through 7.
Yeah.
So yep, that's what we have going on. But like I said, it's interesting here to see what the Lions would think. I would love to know possibly what the Lions were thinking. Let me see if I can. It would be very interesting to see what the Lions are thinking. What they were thinking. But that's like I was just texting one of my coworkers. I think that what the Lions were thinking was that they wanted Witherspoon. So on Twitter right here, yeah, they already showed it. Full details of the trade. Oh, this is what it says. It said the Cardinals got our 6th pick. Oh, and we gave them, and we traded pick 80, the 81st pick. So that's our 3rd round pick.
Oh, so we traded our third.
And we got we got pick 12, pick 34, and pick 168. So what would that be, son? 168. That'd be what? 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. That'd be like a 5th rounder.
Oh, damn, yeah.
I mean, I guess technically we did get 2 extra picks out of it if you want to look at it like that. Yeah, we gave up. We really didn't give up a 1st. We just moved down. So we gave up basically a 3rd to get a 2nd and a 5th.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm not, I mean, that's not bad, but I guess the reason why I don't sound thrilled about it is because we already don't have a 4th round pick. So we gave up a 3rd, and now we don't have a 4th. But then how Brad Holmes can see it is and say, well, yeah, we're going to get a better player with that 2nd round pick. We're going to get a better player, than we would have gotten the 3rd round. So maybe that's how Brad Holmes is looking at it. All right, let's see if they're ready to go.
Team in the National Football League. So there are plenty of pass rushers still available, despite the top 2 names, Will Anderson and Tyree Wilson, already being off the board. We'll see if the Falcons will go in that direction or in another. The commissioner making his way to the stage on a loud night here.
All right, I'll leave it going.
Defending Super Bowl champs, hosting this year's NFL draft, and the commissioner enjoying a little sweet Caroline. He seems to enjoy the Neil Diamond, and who among us does not? Roger Goodell allowing the crowd to continue with the chanting back part of this, which has become so popular in many ballparks. Here we go. Here's Roger Goodell.
All right, let's see what's happening here.
For the Atlanta Falcons pick, I'm joined by Chris and Shane from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Kansas City. Chris and Shane are a true testament to the power of mentorship. The NFL and its teams work closely with Big Brothers Big Sisters of America as part of our work on social justice through our initiative, Inspire Change. The Falcons are big-time supporters of the organization, and they're thrilled to have Chris and Shane making their pick. Okay, guys, take it away.
That young man's a little nervous.
Yeah.
With the 8th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Bijan Robinson.
I knew it.
Oh wow!
I knew it. I knew
My
it.
draft had them taken.
I knew it.
Wow.
I was hoping he slipped to 12, son. Secretly, I was hoping he slipped to 12.
Spectacular. Last year,
I really was. Like deep inside, I was hoping that he slipped to 12. So, okay, back to our Lions. So we don't have a third round pick. So basically, it makes sense. I mean, you got a second round pick instead of a third round. You basically traded a third round pick for a second round pick and a high second round pick at that.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to get, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. You know what? I'm trusting Brad Holmes, Tennessee. That's who's at 11, son. I couldn't think of who it was. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good pick for the. Oh, the Bears just traded back.
Oh, jeez. Hopefully the Eagles have their pick then. I mean, if they traded up,
who did the Eagles want, bro? Because the Bears they traded back one spot. They're gonna take Jalen Carter. I know it.
Well,
because I'm just thinking about it. Why? Oh, the pick is in already. Because it's got it. They had to trade, son, because there has to be somebody that they thought the Bears were going to take, or could possibly take it. They didn't want to take, or they didn't want to take a chance of somebody moving up and swapping with the Bears.
Yeah.
Well, the pick is in quick, so I guess we'll find out. Oh my goodness! Don't start this again. Dude, nobody's linking on the chat, bro. Now get off the screen. Trying to watch this draft. Okay. While they're talking, I'm trying to pull something else up. So tell me if I missed something while I'm doing all this.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know if I missed something. Because I'm not on that screen right now. Trying to see if I can work something out. Let's see. Because earlier I wasn't getting this to go, so. All right, well, I'm going to get at a minute to try to kick back in. Sabotaging us, man. They just keep doing this, man, right before the Lions pick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. People are like, dude, why dude, move the thing.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can see what I'm looking at, yeah, these people always want you to click on something else. You know.
Yeah, no, that's how it is when you try to watch a movie that you think's on YouTube or something sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how they do. Well, at least we can hear it. So, okay. Well, what I was trying to do was not going to work. So, but at least we can hear it. So, oh, good. Thank you, fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they do. They be like, "Oh yeah, you want to watch this movie? You can watch it right here." And just like, bro, no, thank you. Is the commissioner going? Oh, I thought I saw him walking up. Oh, he didn't walk up yet. I think he would have been good, man, in the blue and silver, son. I really do, man.
Whoa, Bijan?
Yeah, I think he would have been good in the blue and silver.
Yeah, I guess. Only if they would have traded Swift, though. That's why I don't really care.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
but
Swift's
he will
going
be
anywhere.
pretty good. Though.
I don't think Swift's going anywhere. I think that if he would have fell to 12 and they would have took him, you might have saw the Lions trade Swift.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I mean, now Gibbs is still out there, and I do like Gibbs. I just don't know if the Lions are willing to pull the trigger at 12. At 18, I can see, but I don't know about at 12.
Dang, man. The Eagles picked him for 3 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so what happened? The Eagles move up a spot. The Bears move down a spot, but they get a 4th next year. Okay. I mean, that's not bad for moving down one spot. Well, I have to say this, son. Tyree Wilson is gone. Witherspoon is gone. Bijan Robinson is gone. So that's 3 guys that I wanted for the Lions on the first half of the draft. That's 3 guys.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the Eagles do. If the commissioner ever comes up and puts the pick in. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what they be doing in the background. I don't know if they be trying to get the okay. Here he comes. Trying to get the spelling
in the mix as well. Let's find out right now. Here's the commissioner.
The Chicago Bears have traded the 9th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 9th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Carter, defensive tackle, Georgia.
Yep.
If he didn't go then, I would have said there's something
So there
wrong with
it
him.
is. The football part of his story is easy.
I'd rather him go there than to the Bears, but I want him to be in the blue and silver.
Georgia, a former 5-star recruit out of Apopka, Florida. But as we discussed earlier at great length, the complicated
this is
part
the
of
thing,
story,
son.
including
What are the
contest
Eagles
is
doing? Because the Eagles took that big tackle I liked last year in the first round, Davis. I think he was from Georgia, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I know the Eagles are about to be the best team in the NFC.
Again, you mean? They already were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Come on, Bears. There we go.
So what, did the Bears get a lineman then? I mean, I don't know who else they would get.
A lineman. I think they're gonna take an old lineman. I think they wanted that Paris Johnson kid that the Cardinals took. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Skoronski go here. Well, there's 4 good players that I thought, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm still rolling with Brad Holmes. You know, I'm still willing to. You know, I believe Brad Holmes knows what he's doing. So Will Levis is about to go next. I bet a nickel on it.
Yeah. Oh, what to who?
To the Titans.
Okay, yeah.
Because it was talk that the Titans were thinking about trading up where the Cardinals were. That they were going to trade with the Cardinals instead of the Texans.
No, yeah.
That must be some of his extra family. They got that lab in their own too.
Yeah, that suit's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. That's okay. I like it. That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I like the material of the coat.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I like the.
And it does match with the green too.
Yep, matches with the green. Yep, somebody helped him put it together right. He got the black shoes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He put.
Yeah, he probably got a stylist or something.
Oh, no doubt. Yo, yeah. Hey, son, I'm telling you, man. All these boys, they got like a designer.
Yeah,
like they agent probably hired somebody. Was like, oh no, my guy gonna get you right.
Oh man, I just thought about something. Don't let the Lions take Jackson Smith. The Jigba, please. I don't know if they should take a receiver that early. I hope they don't do that.
Oh, you know what? I just thought about that.
Yeah,
they
I
might
just thought
do
about that too. I only said that because I've seen them go early on some drafts. I mean, I don't even remember what he did against Michigan, and that's really what I judged those Ohio State people off.
He balled, but think about it.
He did.
Think about it. Think about this is how crazy it is. When we beat Ohio State in 2021, they had Smith and Jigba, they had Olave and Wilson.
No, he might have balled actually. Now that I think about it, because wasn't the other receiver hurt?
No, all 3 of them played in that game. All 3 of them played. I'm looking on Twitter to see if anybody said anything.
That wouldn't be a bad pick.
Seeing if the Lions say anything. Nope, nothing. The only thing they said was full details of the trade. So nothing new. No, it wouldn't be a bad pick. But son, you know what? I didn't see that coming. So now that you said it, I'm kind of wondering now because I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
You know what though? I want them to take somebody defense. Well, I would like them to take a defensive player, but I don't know. That wouldn't be a bad pick.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad pick. So at this point, because a lot of the guys on my board for early in the draft are falling off quick. So, what do we do? What do we do? Yeah, we definitely. Ooh, I know something we can do. What about Mozzie Smith from Michigan? Probably the second best defensive tackle in this draft. What about him at 18?
See, I don't know. I don't know much about him, I'll be honest.
He's a big run stuffing defensive tackle. He's not as athletic as you're seeing right here with Jalen Carter, but I mean he wouldn't be a bad pick, you know.
Shoot, I'd rather get Brian Breesy if he fell. I want them to get I mean, I guess I haven't seen the Mozzie Smith guy. I want them to get someone who can at least get up to the quarterback a little bit. I feel like that's what we've always been lacking still, even with last year.
We do, yeah. That's true.
Like he just threw Joe. Geez, he could have just killed him. Damn, I wish we would have got him. I wish they would have just stayed at 6 actually and just got him.
Yeah. If the Lions would have stayed at 6, they could have got him. But what I'm honestly thinking, son, is that the Lions wanted Witherspoon. That's honestly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And once Witherspoon was gone, they looked to trade out.
Yeah. I guess I'll say it's probably. Dang, unless they think he's helpful. No, I'm gonna say it's probably between a corner. It's gonna be that Nolan Smith guy at edge. I bet, maybe.
Okay. I mean, he's a decent edge. He's a good edge, you know. Do they dare go, with the Van Ness kid, out of Iowa?
Oh, what is he? Is he a
He's
linebacker?
An edge. He's a DN.
Pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Darnell Wright, offensive tackle.
Not surprised.
Tennessee.
That's a good pick.
So the second tackle
That's a
of
good
our
pick
night
for our
goes
rivals.
off the board, a unanimous first-team All-SEC player, finishing up a terrific career.
Well, I was telling you, son, I knew they was going to take an old lineman.
Started 27 games at right tackle, 13 at left, 2 at right guard. In all, he played over 2,700 snaps in his 4 years. Lewis, great size and power, originally a 5-star recruit out of Huntington, West Virginia.
And look, I believe that this young man, when it's all said and done, has the ability to be the best player.
He's been moving up the board since the combine. That's why I said some people had the Lions taking him at 18 actually.
Oh, okay.
After the combine, his stock went up, and this is why right here they said he's the only dude all season that shut Will Anderson down, and that raised his stock.
Yeah, Brian Breesy, I guess. Laid the wood on Brian Breesy. Jeez.
Yeah, he did. You see what they're doing? They showing him against all those top picks.
By himself. In the dirt.
Yeah, in the dirt.
Oh, that wasn't Jalen Carter that just got put in the ground like that.
I couldn't tell who it was. I just know he put him in the dirt. Wow. Oh, come on. We rolling. The Titans are in. Because they about to take Will Levis, bro. They about to take Will Levis, man. Let's just get it out the way.
Okay, I hope we take Joey Porter.
Wow. He ran 5 flat in the 40. So you want Joey Porter? That's who you thinking?
Yeah, because I remember watching Christian Gonzalez's film, and his film was all right. But shoot, yeah, I just wanted to take a corner. But I mean, it would be kind of interesting if they did take Jackson Smith and Njigba, though.
It would be, that would definitely give us another weapon. You know, on offense.
Hope they don't mess it up though. We'll see.
I know. I'm at this point. I'm very interested to see what Brad Holmes is going to do.
Yeah, there's no way they take a tight end or something. That would just be crazy.
You know what? They're going to take a tight end probably, but probably not in the first round.
Yeah.
Unless they take that. I mean, you know, that Kincaid kid out of Utah, everybody is saying that he is the best tight end in the draft. But when Mel Kiper did his final mock draft this morning, he had the Lions staying at 6, of course, and he had them taking a Devin Witherspoon. He had the Lions taking Devin Witherspoon at 6, and he had them taking Michael Mayer, the tight end out of Notre Dame, at 18.
Yeah,
because a lot of people are saying that Michael Mayer is the best blocking tight end in this draft. So, and you know, he's good on the receptions too, but he's a good blocking tight end. And Mel was saying that, you know, basically at 18, the Lions don't have nothing to lose by taking a tight end.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I mean, they're probably going to draft a tight end anyway. So, you know, that's how some people feel, that they don't really have anything to lose. You know. But yeah, they getting these picks in quick, and I like it. You know, if we can just get past these crazy commercials. So far so good. Very interesting. Very interesting. But I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna swing back and say that you know, I do like getting an extra second round pick.
Yeah.
You know, I really do. I think that I wish we could have found a way to keep the third round pick, but you know, having 2 5th round picks is not bad. Or wait a minute, son, is that 3 5th round picks now? No, that makes 3. Because remember, we did our mock draft yesterday. They had 2 5ths.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that means we have 3 5th round picks. So, you know, there's your depth picks right there. And basically, we're going to get our starters in these top 5 picks. Unless Brad Holmes has something tricky up his sleeve and then we're going to see something to come up and say Lions traded back again or something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked, but I wouldn't be shocked if that was the case. But when teams begin to trade back, you can tell it's a thing. You know, with the Cardinals going all the way back from 3 to 12, tells me that they liked Will Anderson, but they weren't like 100% on him.
Yeah.
You know, enough that, you know, they traded, because I mean, if you really think that he's the difference maker, you stay there and take him. You know, that's what I'm thinking. All right. Come on, let's get this Titans pick out the way, Commissioner. Where you at? You already know.
Yeah, I don't get why they do this. I mean, they just take whatever time they want to take, I guess. I mean, the pick has been in.
Pick's been in for like look, they got 10 minutes and the pick's been in for 5.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're talking about.
Center guard Peter Skoronsky from Northwestern.
Yes.
We like coming into this whole process. Now, can he be a left tackle? Does he have to kick inside the guard at 6'3.5" with short arms? You look at Skoronsky and what he did at Northwestern. Solid career, outstanding career. But David Ojabo in 2021 with length gave him trouble. So I'm projecting him to guard, even though he's left tackle. Some think he can be a left tackle. But what do you think?
Well, I think he's going to go to guard, much like Zach Martin with the Cowboys. He was a tackle. They brought him in, and now he's a Hall of Fame type guard. And if you look at Tennessee, they got Andre Dillard at tackle, Nicholas Petitfree at tackle. So if they do take a guy like Peter Skoronsky, I think he's a plug-and-play guard. Meaning last year, Tennessee started the guard that weighed 250 pounds. They need some beef inside, especially the way that head coach Mike Vrabel wants to run the football.
I mean, all that is true, but I mean, who's going to play quarter? Well, I guess they still have Tannehill.
So had a wide receiver selected, and this team was 30th in the NFL in receptions and receiving yards last year, and then released their leading receiver in Robert Woods. So they could use help in a lot of different places on that offensive side. And I do see the commissioner making his way here. So Tennessee, we will announce their selection. And then the Lions are on the clock at number 12 here after a flurry of trades. So we'll hear from the Lions after we hear from Tennessee. And now let's hear from the commissioner.
With the 11th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Peter Skoronski.
Oh, wow.
Offensive tackle.
Not really surprised, but
Northwestern.
not really surprised.
Well, a moment of purple pride, if I may, for a first-round pick out of Northwestern, who is the only unanimous All-American in Northwestern football history. And football very
Okay, I'm going to keep the sound on, son,
business
because
the
the Lions
Peter's
are coming up,
grandfather,
and the
Bob,
pick
is a
is
member of
probably
the
close to
Packers
being in.
Hall of Fame. He was a captain and
Yeah,
a
'cause
five-time
yeah.
champion playing for Vince Lombardi. I spoke to his head coach, Pat Fitzgerald, yesterday. Peter Skoronski is a no-nonsense young man. Mel, he didn't want any part of the hoopla here. He's in a pizza joint tonight with his family.
I'll tell you what, 6'3" and a half,
That's
313 pounds, very athletic. I'll tell you what, very experienced as a run blocker. The hand placement is a drive blocker.
Well, the pick is
well,
in.
reaches his mark pulling, gets to the
they're
second
gonna do what
level,
they have to do
pass
regardless.
protection, he does lacking the ideal length. You better be a great technician with excellent footwork. He has that. Effective punch move, mirrors well. Power rushers drove him back some. As I say, length with David Ojabo gave him trouble in 2021. I projected him as the #1 guard in this draft. I thought he was going to be a top 15 pick. If you need to kick into left tackle where he played at Northwestern over a 3, 4, 5 game stretch, if your starting left tackle gets hurt, hey, you may not miss
Well,
a beat
finally,
there.
we're finally
You may
here,
end up
son. We
exceeding
are
expectations,
finally
but
here.
6'3" and a half,
Lions.
short arms, guys.
And because Skoronski isn't there, we won't have an interview, so they can kind of move on to the Lions.
So Skoronski goes 11 to Tennessee. The Lions, after several
kinda
trades,
hear-
are now sitting at number 12, and Adam Schefter has more on Detroit. Schefter.
Well, Green, the Lions went from 6 to number 12, and they now will be major players in this draft. They are scheduled to have 5 of the next 43 picks, and they're looking to add some playmakers on the offensive side of the football. Running back, tight end. You remember last year they traded T.J. Hawkinson to Minnesota. At some point here, there'll be a tight end and then a running back as well, Greeny.
Well, they're also going to be without Jamison Williams, Lewis, for the first 6 games of the season for the suspension with the gambling, which is a devastating loss for them. They traded up to draft him a year ago, waited through the injury and his recovery from that. So we do look at a lot of different places
There's
on that
Brad
offense.
Holmes, there's
Look,
Coach.
they could use some
They
more
dapped
firepower
up. They
on
must
offense. We
be-
haven't
Yep,
seen
there's
a lot
our
of
people.
off the board. There's a lot of guys who are really versatile guys who can play the X, the Z, the slot. They can play the flanker, the split end. That's what I'm referring to. I mean, they have their pick of all of them. They can still go with the cornerback. They can still use more firepower there in the secondary. They can still use pass rush. I don't know if they feel as though anybody is, worthy of that spot right here, but they have the whole board open to them right now.
We're going to find out right now. Here's the commissioner
Let's
with
go.
the Lions.
With the 12th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jahmyr Gibbs, running back, Alabama.
Not surprised.
Wow, that
Not
is a
surprised.
surprising name. This is the
Oh,
second
yeah,
running
geez.
back off the board. We had not had.
I thought
a
they might wait to
single running back
18,
go in the
but
top
I'm not really
20
that surprised.
Since 2018 and Saquon Barkley, now we have 2 of them in the top 12 as the Lions take a running back here.
Yeah.
Lewis, take a look.
Look, Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm just telling
I'm
you.
not gonna say I'm
when
surprised,
you pair
huh?
him with
Not
DeAndre
a-
Swift and David Montgomery, who they already have on the
Yep.
roster, what do you think Dan Campbell's going to want to do this year?
Mm-hmm.
He want to run the football. Jahmyr Gibbs can do it all. Transfer from Georgia Tech. He has got home run speed, sub 4.4 speed. He can run inside and outside. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. His comp to me, obviously, is Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey type, and you can see why. Except he's fast. He's a guy who can take it the distance. You see him here, the vision, the ability to break tackles. He's built well from the lower body on down, from the hips on down. I saw that at his pro day. And he's just one of those guys who is a 3-down type of player. And you're going to have a 3-headed monster in Detroit. So
are we planning on staying live to the 18th
Oh
pick?
no,
too?
yeah. So we just because we didn't know the Lions were going to fall down to 12. We might as well hang in there.
Yeah, you can use
We
him
got
a
like
lot
4
of
more
ways.
picks
you
to
can
go.
make him a slot receiver. You can move him wide. He can help out in the kick return.
Yeah,
game.
I don't know. I guess I'll have to
Touchdown
do
really
some
waiting to
research on
happen.
him.
So
I
against
never
Texas
really
this year, 9
heard
receptions
of
for
him, so I guess
74
I'll
yards
have
and
to
a
look at him.
touchdown.
I'm
in the game against Tennessee. It cost them big time in that game, but that's not something you saw on a regular basis. You rarely saw Jahmyr Gibbs drop a pass. He is electric with the ball in his hands. He strings multiple cuts together in one
Jared just
run.
asked me, did I like the pick?
Georgia Tech, and he doesn't cough it up. He's got really good ball security. So for Jahmyr Gibbs, I don't look at him as just a running back.
I thought that we might get him at 18, son, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I guess they better hope all the corners don't fall off the board. I guess I don't know.
Two running backs go this
This isn't a great draft.
Well, we got 5 picks, and there's still 3 good corners out there.
Jahmyr Gibbs is the pick number 12 for the Lions. The Green Bay Packers are next with a pick they got from the Jets for a quarterback whose name escapes me.
Okay, I thought they were going to say more about the Lions, but you and I will. Okay, let me go to, I just want to go to Twitter real quick, Lions Twitter, and see what they say. Man, yeah, Uncle Jared just texted me and said, "Yep." He said, "I thought you guys might go corner."
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, that's what I would have did. I definitely would not have taken a running back if I'm being real, but I would say I would have just took Bijan Robinson. I don't know. I guess I'm lost. I don't know.
Well, this is this is what I had been hearing. What I had been hearing is this is what like some of the draft insiders were saying was that the Lions actually were high on Gibbs, the guy they just took.
Okay.
That the Lions were actually high on him, and that that they said that the Lions liked him pretty much just as much as they liked Bijan Robinson.
Okay, yeah. So
Jahmyr Gibbs, I knew the line. I thought they would wait to 18, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't think the Packers would have taken him. I don't. The Patriots probably not. The Jets, no. I forget who's at 16, but I know the Steelers are at 17, and the Steelers probably wouldn't have taken him. The only thing I don't know off the top of my head is who picks at 16. If the Lions were worried that one of those teams would have took him, or the Lions could have been thinking somebody who really wanted that kid, that's 5 chances for them to jump up. The Packers, the Patriots, the Jets, the Steelers, and whoever is at 16 that I can't recall. That's 5 teams that can actually jump up and get him. So I am not surprised at all. He's fast. He is good. He's good out of the backfield, and I think I agree. If you match him up with Montgomery and Swift, you got a 3-head monster. And now I'll just be honest with Lions fans. This could open the door for them to trade Swift.
Yeah.
It just might open the door. I mean, this is the last year of Swift's contract. Everybody got to know this is his 4th season, so this is his last year. So do you keep Swift and see what he does and think about, or do you just cut your losses now and say, you know what? I mean, we weren't going to re-sign him anyway at the end of the season. So we might as well cut our losses now and call it good. That's what I'm thinking. Well, the Packers pick is in. Hopefully when they get back in, when we get back, hopefully they will. I know they still have under 2 hours to fill, so hopefully they will pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know how the NFL is with that TV time. Where's that at? That must have been outside the draft. Oh, okay. I got confused for a second. Okay, that they just talking about the Aaron Rodgers trade. I thought I kind of pulled like what you did a little earlier. I thought that they just made a trade. Let's see if the pick's in.
On that offensive side around.
Yeah, I thought that maybe the pick was in. I'm sorry. I thought that maybe they just traded again. So Scarantz, here we go.
With the 13th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Lucas Finesse, Defensive end, Iowa.
Interesting. All right, so the Chicago area kid goes to Green Bay. He's from
Not a smart pick
Barrington,
by the
Illinois.
Packers
Played
either.
hockey growing up.
That's where they needed
Played
offense.
2 seasons for that outstanding Hawkeyes defense. Had 14 sacks. Some of his teammates call him Hercules, Mel, for reasons that are fairly obvious when you look at him.
They moved him around in Iowa. You think that Kirk Ferentz, the Iowa Hawkeyes coach there, does a great
I kind of
job.
thought that they were going to go offensive lineman with that pick right there. But I mean, I guess if you're the Packers, that's not a bad pick. I'll tell you something that's very interesting about that young man right there, Van Ness. Did you know that he did not start for Iowa? He was not a starter.
Like this year?
Yes, like this year. Like everybody was saying, that's how good he is. Is that he wasn't a starter and he was going to be a first round pick.
Oh yeah.
So, that's a guy that could have fell to the Lions at 18, and that could have been it's Washington. That's who it was at 16. And that could have been a good situational pass rusher for us. All right. Well, let's see. Hopefully these next few picks, they will come pretty quick. Well, I am thinking. Let me check our timer, son. Let me see where we are. We've been cooking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know we only have a few more picks to go, but it's a trade just happened. Oh, okay. So they just moved back a couple spots.
What pick do the Steelers even have?
They had 17, right in front of the Lions. This has been a real trade crazy first round.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is what our plan is going to be. When the draft is all said and done, we will definitely do a draft recap probably Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll do a draft recap of all of the picks, the first round picks, the second round. Yes, tomorrow's going to be good. I don't think even though the second round is shorter, because I think it's like 5 minutes between picks. I may consider getting on if I'm not doing anything when the draft starts tomorrow, and getting through at least the second round. We don't have a third round pick, but I think that I think we hung in here. I think we hung in here because basically I just want to see the Lions, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
I'll get the rest of the recap later. So we could. I mean, we've been on for a minute. We're an hour and 40 minutes in here. This is the longest we've ever gone. So we can either wrap it now and worry about the 18th pick when we do our full draft recap, or we just hang in there for 18. What you thinking?
Oh shoot! I would say we might as well just wait now because there are already 3 picks in.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I'm about to do this homework. Well, it's just extra credit, but I'm about to do it in a second.
Oh, that sounds good to me. Yep, I didn't know what you had going on, so that's why I was like, well, if we had to, we could wrap it because the Steelers pick is in. Let me get down here, and then we got 3 more picks before the Lions are up again. So you probably talking about another 15 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
I wonder who the Steelers want that bad that they traded up 3 spots. I think sometimes teams do that because they're thinking that somebody may jump ahead.
Yeah, they get too excited.
Yeah, they get too excited, right? And they're nervous that somebody's gonna jump ahead and take the guy that they want. That's not gonna, and he's not gonna be there 3 picks later. So they jump up.
Yeah.
And Bill Belichick trading back is not a surprise at all. You know, he's known to trade back. All right, they said the pick is in. Let's come on, Commissioner.
Need somebody to help him out. TJ needs some help rushing the passer. Oh, Kenny needs some help being protected. You have three real critical positions right there that you have good players still on the board for.
The Steelers, who hung around in the playoff chase pretty much the entire year last year, and so much of the credit.
Well, we'll get some of this entertainment. We'll listen to Commissioner get up there.
Aggressive move here to 14, and the Commissioner with the announcement.
The New England Patriots have traded the 14th pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers. With the 14th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Broderick Jones, offensive tackle, Georgia.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, there he is. Not too many offensive tackles could have.
That's why I thought the Patriots would stay there. I thought they would stay there and take offensive lineman.
Offered him when he was in 9th grade, Booker, so he's been on the radar a long time.
I bet the Jets had their eye on him too.
Georgia and helped win 2 national championships.
No doubt, Greeny. You talk about the basketball background. He moves like a basketball player. 6'5", 311 pounds. And one indicator whether an offensive tackle may or may not be successful is the 40 time. He's a sub 5'0" 40 guy. Number 2 in the 20. He's only started 19 games, so the future is ahead of him. Well, look at the athleticism. Get out in space. That is a big man, 6'5", over 300 pounds, out in space. But this is also what I love. When you get out in space, can you finish?
Exactly.
Hey, DB,
I'm going to keep the sound going, but I'll be back in just a minute.
Power from a young man. He came in 4 games the first year, 15 games the second year. The lateral agility. You can play left tackle when you can block the team's best edge rusher. You got to be able to have your feet dance like a typewriter. He can do that. Another guy trained by Willie Anderson, who the future is going to be bright for, and the quickness to block one guy, to get to the second level, to make sure you can climb in the zone blocking scheme or power. I like Broderick Jones, and now the Steelers have their left tackle that can block any
I think the number one thing that he brings is attitude. It's the way in which he plays, the physicality in which he plays. Offensive line coaches, I think, are the second most important coaches on the staff outside of head coach. They need to clean up his technique for sure, as far as his posture is concerned. But the way he plays is the way Mike Tomlin's going to want offensive linemen to play.
Okay, so the New York Jets are now up at 15 as they have acquired Aaron Rodgers, and the overwhelming belief had been that they wanted to add an offensive tackle to play in front of Rodgers. There were 3 real main tackles in this draft class, and all of those have gone. It's not clear, and I'll ask Todd McShay in a moment if there is a tackle worthy of going in this slot, or if the Jets should look in another direction. As we see their draft room, one can imagine perhaps some disappointment there that they won't have the opportunity. Aaron Rodgers comes to a team that has desperately needed him. You see in the history of the organization, the Jets have one all-pro season from a quarterback. It has been that long. It was Joe Namath in 1968, the year that the Jets went on to win the Super Bowl. Rodgers, a 4-time MVP. The Jets have never had one. And so the question, Todd, I'll ask you first here, is there an offensive lineman that would make sense to go this high, or must they look a different direction?
Absolutely not. The Jets had about 3 offensive linemen that they were considering at the number 13 and now the number 15 pick after the trade. They're all gone. And so now, if you're Joe Douglas, you're working the phones right now. I mean, he wants draft picks because they don't have a 3rd-round pick. They gave up one of their 2nd-round picks in the trade for Aaron Rodgers. And Joe believes in loading up on draft picks. Plus, you just lost out on the offensive tackle. So if they can move back, Joe Douglas will move back.
All right,
if
I'm back.
not, they stay home, and there are some options here.
Okay.
I think.
Did I miss anything?
No, they're just talking about. I'm kind of interested to see what the Jets are going to do because they said all the linemen are gone. So I'm thinking maybe they'll just take a receiver.
Yeah, all the linemen are gone. Yeah, because I know that was I'm kind of nervous too. Okay, so what's the big board looking like?
Shoot, I know Christian Gonzalez might be the best guy on the board by now. Yeah, he definitely is.
Christian Gonzalez.
I forgot about that deep tackle. Dang, I don't know what the Lions are going to do. I forgot about that guy from Pittsburgh. I always hear about him.
Clancy?
Yeah. I wanted them to say a corner, though. Jeez, at this point.
Yeah, they call Clancy. They call him Aaron Donald Jr. because they went to the same college, and he's a small D tackle, too, like Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Clancy. I wish I had a board up so I could see. I wish they would put up Mel or Todd's big board. and we could at least see who's on the board. Let me see.
There we go. We see some right there. Will
There
Levis,
we go. Finally,
Dallas, Nolan Smith.
Yeah, Nolan Smith is still out there.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Of course, they're about to take forever. Then they're about to trade their pick, too. I mean, goodness. Because they just said that dude was on the phone.
See, the good thing about when they trade picks, though, it's not like they start the time over. So you basically have to pick up like right where the time is. Like when you saw the Steelers, when they traded with the Patriots, it was like 4 minutes and 6 seconds left. And when they traded the pick and gave it to the Steelers, they picked it up right at that time. So I guess they're saying that, like, bro, like you should have been watching, you should kind of know who you want to take. But let me ask you a question. A side note off our Lions for a second. Is there any chance you think Will Levis goes in the next 2 picks? Washington or even though New England has Mac Jones?
Oh, shoot, no, I don't think he will. That's why I hope the Lions don't take him either. Goodness.
No. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah.
Will Levis is fine,
wait, because the Washington Redskins have who? Didn't they have someone at quarterback that was all right?
No, they've got Tyler Hunley.
And, they could take Will Levis.
No, Heineke, Tyler Heineke. Oh yeah, the kid that no, I know who they have. Sam, the kid from North Carolina, Sam Howell. Remember they took him in the 5th round last year, and I hear that they said that Washington is going to pretty much give him everything they can for him to try to win that job. But I don't know. I mean, if Will Levis is there, but you think Will Levis is going to slide like a lot of people been saying? A lot of people said he was going to slide.
Yeah, he's about to slide now. Yeah.
They sitting there playing cards. Got to do something to pass the time by.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't remember seeing him there. Maybe he is there, but I don't remember seeing Nolan Smith there. So the Jets are just going to run it all the way down. No idea what they want to do at all.
Yeah, I think they're going to make a trade.
You know what, son? Remember we just talked about a while ago? Usually when you see teams running the clock down that low, it's usually a trade.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're slapping backs. I mean, what's that all about?
They seem to be hugging each other. They're happy about something. It still suggests that they have not turned in the envelope. It certainly looks as though they've made some sort of decision that has them excited. We'll see what it is. Again, the belief had been that they wanted to come out of this night with an offensive tackle. The 3 primary names went off the board.
No, this is weird because they seem so happy about something.
Now it has changed.
Yeah, I don't know who it could be.
So the Jets have made their pick. I've not been informed of any trade, so we assume it is the Jets who have made that selection, and we'll find out from the commissioner in just a matter of a few moments. All of you seem to suspect that they will go on the defensive side with their defensive-minded coach in Robert Saleh.
I think you have to. It's the AFC, and you have so many great quarterbacks in this conference, guys, and you got a division with Josh Allen. I mean, when you got Josh, you got Tua. You want to get after him, right? Yeah. You got Miami with Tua. You got New England with Mac Jones, and Mac Jones right now is the 4th best quarterback in this division, by the way. Yeah. And an AFC loaded with great quarterbacks. And you got Nolan Smith, Will McDonald there. I just think if your tackles are gone, get after the quarterback with 2 guys who've been productive doing that. We said Nolan Smith's probably an 8-9 sack a year guy.
Yeah, I love Will McDonald later, and he's your guy. I'll give you that. But it's either Nolan Smith or Kalijah Kancey. You're either getting pressure from the interior or the outside. Can't see it. I mean, both of them have elite traits: speed for size, speed for their position, and the twitchiness that they bring. I don't think they can miss with Nolan Smith or Kalijah.
And let's not forget, they tried to add some speed off the edge with Carl Lawson. He had the Achilles, couldn't quite get back. So maybe they want to add a dynamic guy coming off the edge. And how do you want to play? What's your philosophy? We know how Robert Saleh, the head coach, wants to play.
They want guys with high motors that can run all day long. And the reason why, I was just joking. Well, I wasn't really joking about Kalijah Kancey because I love him. But I'm thinking Detroit down there at 18.
Yeah, that'd be a great fit.
Think about him with Aiden Hutchinson. Detroit's doing
And
work.
James Houston also. Don't forget about him.
Who?
Houston also at
I mean, here's what he said.
I think he's talking about Nolan Smith.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So with the Jets on the
I was
clock,
thinking the Lions were going to get.
young man who's going to help Roger Goodell announce their pick is going to be named Kyle Stickles. He is a 13-year-old recovering from bone cancer, and he's
well, if they get these picks in, we can get to our 18th pick and talk about what the Lions can do. But I do like Nolan Smith. You know, unfortunately, I wonder if the Jets are liking him too.
These are heady days for fans of this franchise.
You know,
and here comes the commissioner.
Like I said, I don't know what they were so happy about, but they seem very happy about something. So
yeah.
All right, well, let's listen to this pick and see what happens.
The NFL is proud to be part of the global community that supports the life-changing wishes that Make-A-Wish grants. With World Wish Day only a couple days away, I'm joined by Kyle Stickles, a Make-A-Wish kid who battled and overcame bone cancer. Kyle's wish is to announce the first round pick of his favorite team, the New York Jets. I'd like all of you to join me in cheering on Kyle as his wish comes true. The floor is yours, Kyle. Go for it,
buddy. Thank you, Mr. Goodell. I'd also like to thank the NFL, the New York Jets, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Northeastern New York for giving me this opportunity tonight. Yeah!
Sweet.
With the 15th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Will McDonald, linebacker.
Ooh, they did take him.
Let's go!
They did take him.
What in the world is that?
I know who he is, but I'll go later in the first round.
Yeah, that's been a weird draft. I'm not gonna lie.
And tied for the most in the nation in
He's an
2020
edge
with
that I
10.5
thought would go
sacks.
later in
the following
Dude,
year
I haven't
with
even seen him
11.5
go in the mock
three-time
draft.
first team
No, he didn't go on. No, he didn't. No. Well, in most mock drafts, they had him going to the Chiefs with the last pick in the first round. Now, Mel Kiper said that he should go earlier. That's what he and McShay were just talking about.
Oh, geez.
So Mel Kiper is probably not surprised that he went where he just went. You know, well, that leaves a few good guys still on the board for us. Joey Porter. That leaves Nolan Smith, Kalijah Cansey. So there's still some good guys on the board. Now, son, let's be honest. This pick has to be defense, right?
Who from the
for the Lions? For our team.
Oh
it has to be defense,
so.
right?
Yeah, I would hope so. I was hoping the first two picks were defense. That was my perfect draft. Yeah, I think this pick has to be defense. Rather, I don't even know if they'll still get an edge this late. I mean, if they do, it'll obviously be Nolan Smith. But yeah, I think it has to be defense.
Okay. It says Washington's pick is in. So hopefully by the pick is in, hopefully the commission is ready to come back out within like 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Because then it's just the Patriots and then us. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm thinking that the pick it has to be a defensive pick. You know, now granted, I'm looking at the people who just went. I'm not really seeing anybody who I'm saying, wow, the Lions should have took at 12, if that makes sense. Like I'm not seeing anybody where I'm like, dang, you know, if we'd have took him at 12, you know. So that's why I guess I'm not too upset about the Gibbs pick. You know, but I'm with you. I wouldn't be surprised if the pick is a corner.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I guess I'll talk about a recap. No, if they were going to get a running back, they should have just stayed in 6 and got Bijan Robinson. So we at least could have said, well, at least they got the best offensive player on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't get why they traded back just to get a running back again. Like, I don't know. Because, yeah, I don't know.
probably about to go to a commercial. Yep, they are. Yeah, I hear you. You think if they really wanted a running back, yes, they would have but maybe their thought is that on their board, they had Bijan Robinson and Jameer and Gibbs like neck and neck on their board.
And maybe oh, what you gonna say? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say they could. I don't know. I feel like they might cut Swift, which sucks. But maybe they do keep all of them, and they just use that dude as a passing running back because he is I think he's like the top rated. I think he's better than Bijan Robinson in the past. I think he is.
Yeah, I know. I hear that.
Yeah, no, I wish they would have just got Bijan Robinson. I mean, dang.
Let me see. No, that's not official Lyons. I was just trying to see what people were saying. Hey, wait a minute. How did I not see this on? Hold on. I'm on go back to Twitter. I don't know how I missed some of these tweets. Let me refresh it because some of the fans. I want to see what some of the fans said. Here we go. This is what some of the fans said a few minutes back about Jameer Gibbs. Somebody said, "Not my favorite choice, but in Brad we trust."
Yeah, I know. People keep saying that. Yeah.
Somebody else said, "Not sure what to think about this, to be honest." Let me see what else we got here, son. Somebody said it's a good addition. Seems to confirm Swift is on his way out. Perhaps that trade is already in the works. If so, that must be because he wasn't their type and Gibbs is. Let's see. Let me see what some other Lions fans said. Somebody just said exactly what somebody said. Should have just taken Bijan at 6.
Yeah.
I hope I get proved wrong, but this feels like a serious reach. Okay, and then let me see. Someone says he's a home run hitter, similar to Jameson, just in smaller bits. I don't know about the value, but I like the player. Lions building a crazy explosive offense. And then let me see. So let me read a few more. Somebody said, I really don't get this pick, but I don't want to hate on this kid because he didn't ask to be drafted here. Excited and hope he can be great for years to come. And somebody says he's a 4.3. He runs a 4.36 and catches the ball out of the backfield at a high clip. Let's hope he's a healthy Javid Best.
Really?
Yes, and I remember Javid Best.
Because I thought, because that's the only reason I was saying to get that one quarterback or that one guy from ECU because he was so fast, but he might be a little faster than him, I guess.
Okay, yeah, it seems that way. So yes, we see some. Okay, good. The Commanders pick is in. Yeah, so we see. So there we go. We see what some of the Lions fans had to say about the pick. Some like it, some don't. Okay, let's hope the commissioner is literally about. Yes, look like he is.
Commanders pick is in. Here's the commissioner.
With the 16th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Emmanuel Forbes, defensive back, Mississippi State.
What the heck?
I know him, but I didn't think he would go.
What is this draft? I've never even heard that dude.
I know who he is. I just thought he would go not before Joey Porter.
Okay, and what's wrong with Christian Gonzalez? There has to be something wrong with
Only
them.
2 active
Emmanuel Forbes or Deontay Banks. What about all the
16 interceptions in high school, Greeny.
And the other guy from Miami was better. I thought he was good too. The Tyreek Stevenson guy. I didn't even hear about him.
Yeah, I heard about him for reading.
Who?
Yeah, there we go. We're gonna see some.
Good.
The Patriots pick is already in.
Yeah, it's crazy. They took.
Well, here we go. Yeah, they said he had 6 pick sixes in high school or something. They just said this kid, Emmanuel Forbes. Well, good.
Okay, I was gonna say we want to see him in. Oh, never mind. Dang.
He read that and picked it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a decent pick. Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, but
the Patriots are in quick.
Must have thought someone else had their eyes on him. I guess. I mean, I don't know who would.
That's what teams do sometimes. it's weird because remember last year in the draft when the Patriots at 26 they took that guard out of Chattanooga in the first round. And it was like somebody said Bill Belichick must have thought somebody had their eyes on him in the second round. Like, dude, they took him in the first round. But
yeah,
and I'd be honest with you now, I don't know how good his rookie year was, but yeah. Maybe that's why teams jump on him. Maybe they wanted that kid and they said, yeah, he's better. He's top on our board. Well, the Patriots pick is already in, so let's see how long it's going to take for them to get up there.
And the Patriots pick has come in as well. New England trading back from 14.
Oh, good. He's already walking up there.
Ready at 17. Here's the commit.
With the 17th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Christian Gonzalez.
Please just take Joey Porter, please. God, take him.
We get the back-to-back members in the secondary. What a year Gonzalez had at Oregon after transferring from Colorado, playing for Dan Lanning. He had 4 interceptions, broke up 7 passes. And Lewis, he started every game in 2 seasons at Colorado, so he has played a lot.
And then you know what he is? He's big. He's 6'1", 197 pounds. That can jump out the gym, 40-plus vertical, 11-1 broad jump, great ball skills. And Bill now has someone that from a size perspective, is much different.
So he was on Colorado before he was on Oregon?
Yeah, I guess so. Because he transferred. Oh, no. That's him playing against Colorado.
Oh.
That was a good read.
Yeah.
And finally, our Lions are on the board. And the pick did not go in quick, so that tells me that, well, it doesn't have to go in that quick, but it tells me maybe one of 2 things. It tells me that the Lions are literally taking their time and weighing all their options on who they're going to pick here, or they're looking to trade again.
Yeah,
but then again, it's only been it hasn't even been 4 minutes yet. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. Or maybe the NFL sent word into the Lions and said, don't you dare put that pick in 90 seconds because this kid is actually at the draft.
Yeah.
Because, the last few picks, those guys weren't at the draft.
Oh, they didn't even walk. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the last few picks, they weren't even at the draft. So, maybe it's because they can get him up there and then they can interview him and all that good stuff. All right, well, here we go. This is what we've been waiting on, son. Let's just say that our Lions stay here and they take this pick.
Show him right before. Jeez.
What are we thinking?
Wait, did Nolan Smith already get drafted?
No, he did not.
Okay. There's just no way they take Will Levis. That'd be so crazy. Yeah. I mean, I think I want them to take Joey Porter, but they're not. I think they might actually take Nolan Smith. I think that's who they.
You think they'll take Nolan
realistic
Smith?
Pick. Yeah.
Okay.
They need to take a corner. I hope we do realize that. Like, they don't have any corners. It's just, I mean, it's Cameron Tunn and the Mosley guy. I don't think those are started. I don't think they're both
exactly
number 1 corners.
The only thing I can think is that the Lions are thinking that this is a deep corner draft and they have the 3rd pick in the 2nd round.
Yeah, unless they take. Yeah,
and unless and maybe they're hoping that somehow a Joey Porter or Deontay Banks or somebody else that's on their board actually falls, another 14 picks.
Yeah. Yeah, they're taking forever.
So, but when it comes to the Lions and the way that we've been trading down, when we take this much time, now this is going to be crazy what I'm going to say, but I'm going to throw it out here. What are the odds that you do? Okay, son, you do know why a lot of teams like to draft rookie quarterbacks in the 1st round?
No,
it's because of the 5th-year option. See, a lot of people were saying that's why the Packers took what's that kid's name, Jordan Love, in the 1st round. Not only because eventually he was going to have to replace Aaron Rodgers, but when you take players in the 1st round, like I say, like a quarterback, you get that 5th-year option.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I want the Lions to take Will Levis, but the thought process could be, wow, Will Levis fell this far. If we take him now, he backs up Jared Goff in 23 and 24. And then he starts in 25. Then 26 would be his 4th year. We kick in the 5th year option, and now we got him for 27. So we don't have to actually re-sign him until 28.
Yeah.
Or after the 27
Yeah, I
season.
guess that makes sense.
You know, that's why they said some people, some teams will take a quarterback in the 1st round, is because you got that 5th year option. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. I was just kind of throwing it out there. But I was just saying, of course, I want a defensive player here. So when they get back, we'll see what happens.
All time, yeah.
Yep, we made it. We made it, son. At first, I thought that we was gonna get that 6th pick, and then we was gonna be out of there and come back. But hey, we were able to hang in here because the Lions traded back to 12. So it got here, sooner than I thought it would. So
yeah,
here we are.
People, what? How did they?
All right. I'm gonna turn the sound back up when they get back in because I want to see if they say anything about our Lions.
Yeah,
and then we'll check and see what the pick is. I thought we would actually make it before the commercial, but that don't always happen. I thought it'd be a commercial after the Lions pick. All right, let's see what they talking about.
Are running drills together. They're sharing their draft experiences on YouTube. The new home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Sign up now to save $100 and catch YouTube's lowest full season price of the year. Terms and embargoes apply. The offer ends on June 6th. All right, we continue. Mel, let's take a look at your best available players, brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
Yeah, quarterback Will Levis, Kentucky, my 2nd highest rated quarterback still on the board. Like I say, he's sliding down. The first round hasn't hurt some other quarterbacks in the history of the draft. Nolan Smith, off that torn pectoral muscle, said he'd be an 8-9 sack-a-year guy off the edge, could even be an off-ball linebacker as well. Then the 2 receivers, Zay Flowers, electric with the ball in his hands, and Jackson Smith-Njigba with a hamstring, didn't play much this year, had the great year in 2021. And the top pass-catching tight end, more of basically a move tight end, Dalton Kincaid went to the University of San Diego to Utah, had a great year after Brant Kuithe got hurt. This kid played 1 year of high school football, Dalton Kincaid, not recruited by anybody, goes to the University of San Diego, and there you go, Will Levis waiting.
Whoa, that's okay. The percentage is going to keep dropping.
I know, right? Then it's going to be like it was 1.3%. He'll be available at 22.
Got his girlfriend match. He's losing out on money.
He left Penn State to go to Kentucky, right? They say couldn't beat out Sean Clifford. How's that working out?
Well, don't worry about it, Will. You're going to get drafted.
He turned out to be a much better quarterback than Clifford.
It's crazy. All them draft picks do. They always got a girl with them. Like it seems like they all have girlfriends.
I don't think there's a chance here at Detroit. When Tampa comes up, Tampa only has Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. Do they get their quarterback of the future post-Tom Brady era? That may be a potential landing spot for Will Levis.
The Lions will be making their 2nd pick of the night. They took the running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, in a bit of a surprise at 12 after trading back from where they had originally been at 6. So it's already been a very busy night for Detroit. Obviously, a terrific second half of last season. So many people view them as a team
we can
with
see
a
how
big
the food
future,
works next year, man. I don't see nobody eating any food. I'm not trying to tell you.
No, they ate that. You better eat before you get there.
Yeah, I guess
in
so.
Green
That's
Bay,
probably what I was thinking.
feels somewhat wide open. Maybe the Lions make a move here. Let's see which direction they decide to go to try and move them further in that quest. Again, Jahmyr
all right,
Gibbs,
here we go.
The running back went earlier to the Lions, and now they choose again. And here's the commissioner.
And here we go.
With the 18th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit
No way that's in our
Lions select
face.
Jack Campbell, linebacker, Iowa.
Okay, that's not. I don't people wanted them, so I can't get too mad
Award
at
winner
that.
is the nation's best linebacker.
I didn't see that coming.
Defensive player of the year.
Man, I don't agree with that though. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to talk about this person.
Yeah, I know.
Not trying to
He's
be
from
offensive,
Cedar
but slow.
Falls,
Well, I can't believe they
Iowa,
threw
the all-time leading
the
tackler
thing
at
up
high
on us,
school,
man.
and
Right
now
when
he
we
led the basketball team to a state
Yeah, of
championship.
course. It hasn't
Campbell,
showed up in the
Jack
past
Campbell, about 8
17
Hutchinson
picks.
last year
So.
gave him 9.5 sacks at a great rookie year. Now get an inside linebacker
Jeez,
with
yeah, I
length.
wasn't talking about
6'4.5" is rare for an inside linebacker.
I want to see
That
some of his
disrupt
stats if
throwing
this thing
lanes.
would
He was a
move.
guy that intercepted passes.
Yeah,
he wreaks
no,
some
I
havoc.
can't even
He's a
see.
good tackler. 6'4.5", 250 pounds out of 37.5 vertical. You see big plays that he produced. He had a fumble return for a touchdown in 2021, interception return in 2021. You know that guy who had this past
He plays
year,
linebacker, so he's not
He's a
an edge.
Minnesota game, 10 tackles. Michigan game, 11 tackles. Illinois, 12 tackles, 6 solos. Ohio State, 9 tackles and an interception. This kid can run for a big guy. Had 1.59, 10-yard split. Like I say, you don't see Lewin 6'4.5", 250-pound inside linebackers are athletic that often.
Unfortunately,
Look,
people,
I got
we
a chance
cannot
to do
see
the
his
Music City
highlights.
Bowl this year, Iowa against Kentucky, and got a chance to talk to Kirk Ferentz, the head coach out there at Iowa.
And because of that, I am going to just clip it because we got all the way there and then we couldn't even see our guy. couldn't even see his highlights. But when we do a recap, maybe we'll be able to bring some of these highlights up. But just real quick before we get out of here, son, what is your thoughts on our first round? Running back with the 12th pick, linebacker with the 18th pick.
Man, I don't know. I guess you can just say this with every pick, but I guess you got to see how this one turns out, in my opinion. I mean, I would have went different ways. I got to look at Jack Campbell more, but I'm pretty sure he's more of a run support type guy, right? Or
yes,
is he not?
He is.
So I just don't understand really why, because I already was complaining about him before. I remember you said one of the guys said that we might get him.
In the second round.
I don't get why. In the second round?
In the second round.
It's like I think they should have just got Nolan Smith if that's what they're going to do. I don't know. I get that he's probably I get that he's a Detroit kind of guy with like the grit and stuff, but I mean, he's not going to help in the pass coverage. I'm sick of seeing our linebackers chase after these slot receivers and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm even thinking about tight ends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, really. That's what I mean. Yeah, tight ends. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, geez. So, well, I don't know. I mean, we wanted defense. We got defense, but I don't know. With Cansey still on the board, with Nolan Smith still on the board, with Joey Porter still on the board, I don't know. This kid could come in and be Chris Spielman 2.0. We love Chris Spielman. And I'll be honest, this Campbell dude is a Detroit linebacker. I mean, most of our linebackers, son, are like that guy. Good tacklers, good to stop. And we do need somebody to help stop the run. That is true. But we got to get somebody to plug that middle. But I guess we'll see what'll happen. But we have 3 picks tomorrow, so we'll be back at it, tomorrow. We'll get in there and maybe we'll jump in and talk about what's happening. But hey, y'all, we did it. This was our first live over 2 hours that we put into it. You got anything to add in there, son?
Man, nothing. He's bigger than Anzalone and weighs more than him.
Yeah, so he's a big linebacker.
He's bigger than Anzalone. Yeah, I mean he's 249, 6'5".
Okay, yeah. So he's so basically they saying the run stops right there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know what? I mean, I forgot that team did run for 300 yards on us. I forgot the Panthers. Team. So actually, that was like they had like a record amount of yards on us in the run. I'm pretty sure that was insane that game.
Yeah,
but yeah. I don't know. I honestly. I just got to give him a C. I feel like you just got to see all those people play out. I mean, for all I know, Jahmyr Gibbs will be the best guy. He'll be the best running back, in the draft. But I don't know. I think they definitely needed to get a defensive back. But I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see. We'll see how this draft play out. I might lay in the bed and while I'm falling asleep and watch the rest of it.
Yeah. Joey Porter's not going to fall in the second round. So, yeah. No.
Right. Yeah, I don't think so either. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Right there with you. Well, if you don't have anything else, people, anyone who rewatches this, give a comment and like it. And if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so we can keep talking Lions football. We'll either see you in rounds 2 through 7, but you for sure will see us at the end of the draft, more than likely on Sunday, to recap everything that happened. Pretty much that we're gonna end the live from there. That's all we got. Peace.
Bye.